Tar Pit Love. It's a sticky mess. Tar Pit Love. It's a sticky mess. Tar Pit Love. It's a sticky mess. Tar Pit Love. It's not like the rest.
I really wish I was able to save the second time a deer, or I think it was a ram, randomly turned and attacked me, because I want to keep track of every time this happens. I've got the first time. The second time, like, I guess it had a video saved and I didn't have the storage to go back.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I feel it's gonna happen more. I feel like the animal kingdom isn't done with me yet.
That's probably true. Hi, hello everyone. We are live.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
We're getting our cowboy talk out early.
Yeah.
We're done, I guess. Yeah.
How's everyone out there in chat?
Doing good. Y'all doing great?
I would hope
Feeling
so.
good,
Yeah.
living good, getting sunshine, I guess. Fucking rain this morning. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I like laced up my new shoes and didn't check the weather. And as soon as I got outside, I saw it was super gloomy and I was just like, I really hope it doesn't rain. And then I got into my car and went to work.
You have windows. You could just look out the window.
My windows are usually closed.
Yeah, like I don't mess with my windows.
Are you one of
Like,
those people that wake up and the first thing you do is open the blinds and then just go, I'm gonna have a great day, and
like
then
some
just go
fucking
about your
Disney
day?
morning?
Steph, you know I don't do that.
I know. I just wanted to ask. You know, things
Yeah.
can change in a year.
Leland, when was the last time you looked out your bedroom window casually? Not to investigate a sound or something.
Define casually.
Not to investigate some kind of noise or something back there. You just like either you needed light in the room, or you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna open the window and get some air in here or something like that.
Probably yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, I'm always investigating things.
Well, that too, but I like to know if there's sun out, so I'll look out the window.
That's what I need to be better at. I asked Alexa what she's up to, or what she thinks.
Why don't you just say your Amazon device?
This is
because she knows.
Yeah, my Amazon device.
That's not the trigger word.
You called?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't say much to her ever since last time she gave me an attitude. Forgot. Yeah, when she told me I didn't ask about her day, and I was like, bitch.
You know she's a robot. She barely has any kind of artificial intelligence.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
She's just programmed to once in a while say something sassy.
Look, I just hope in an emergency time, I hope Alexa does something to save me. Please save me.
I'm afraid to say that. I don't know what she'll say.
I don't know what she was saying just now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure either.
Oh, but this is what you do for anyone who is listening on the podcast. Alexa, power off.
Anyone listening outside, like outside of headphones or like out in the open, which
I don't know why that was so funny to me, but that's such a dick move.
I've never listened to a podcast that wasn't on headphones.
Or how about this one? Okay, Google, power off.
Nobody has that.
Hey Siri, show me butts. Wish my voice didn't crackle out there at the end, but you guys get it.
It's okay. We're all going through puberty. I have a giant pimple that's coming in on my nose right now.
Oh,
It's all right. It's fine.
I am.
Well, now I'm only going to do is stare at it the whole time. Thanks.
Here, let me zoom in on it.
No, please don't.
Watch, he's got some kind of graphic of like a little guy waving
Yeah.
on like a close up of his nose.
It's a little.
Oh my goodness.
It's a pimple with like a gun, like from Family Guy.
Steven says Google told me it didn't have power services yet.
I often wonder sometimes about those devices, mostly because of like Steph and the fact that she has like 20 of them. Like she's got 2 in every room. You have more than her?
Oh yeah, she's trying to copy me. Like
I just got the same deals you did.
Like yeah, I have a device behind me. I have one in my room. I have one in the hallway. I have 2 downstairs. Like
so clearly you think this is worth it.
Oh yeah, but when I tell it to play music everywhere, the house is a party.
Actually, no. We have a Google Home downstairs, and then I have one Echo Dot in my room, and then I gave the other Echo Dot to my roommate. Yeah, so technically, I have one.
And here's another layer to it. So I have all the Amazon devices. My brother has all the Google devices. So
but they still do mostly the same.
1, 2,
oh, 3, never mind. I also got the show. So it looks like a little TV. It's right by my bed.
Yeah. No,
sometimes I watch the news
on my work desk.
Like, is it a thing?
Is my mic
for
low?
instance?
Sorry, go on.
For instance,
I don't think it is.
Clean cut. For instance, when I first got a smartphone,
yeah,
like it was like maybe 2 years into smartphones existing. I was like, all right, I guess this is where it's going. This seems maybe a little more than necessary, but I guess it's kind of cool. You can kind of do some internet stuff on it. 2 weeks later, I'm like, well, this is everything now. And now I can't see my life without it. I was also very slow to text. I guess I've always been old. Is it something like that? Like once you get one, does it kind of change your life to some degree?
Yeah, I've had a sidekick since sidekicks were first available, and my life has been different ever since.
Yeah, I got a D-Wade sidekick, and then I got my first like smartphone. I got a G1, and I was like, you can Google search. It was real cool.
G1, the Google phone, the first Google phone. Yeah. Yes.
I'm talking about these fucking Alexas and Googles and shit, not about smartphones. We all agree to that. I'm talking like if I got an Alexa, if I got whatever that is.
Yes.
Do you think like my life fundamentally like improves? Like does it improve the quality of my life?
Do you like to play music and ask questions aloud?
Yeah.
I don't ask questions a lot. I don't have the Hey Siri function open on my phone. I think I would be a little annoyed about like if she's just chirping in on my conversations.
Like, she doesn't.
No. Okay. Because that seems.
But I mean,
at the very least, is the running joke about them.
I mean, we've been doing this podcast for how long now? And I have a device behind me. It only goes off when I specifically say the word. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, Leland, I talked over you.
Oh, I had nothing. I don't trust the bitch.
I was just saying, like, sometimes we'll talk aloud about something. No?
You don't call out, say, hey, bust a jam?
I'm almost always listening to music. So.
I do, but I don't know. It's not my first thing to want to yell at her. I don't know.
My go-to
I mean, I
questions.
still will stand up and walk over and turn on a light.
I'm too lazy for that.
Oh,
See,
Alexa,
that seems
office lights off.
well,
I
that-
have my streaming light, so it's not going to do it.
I know,
Although
I
the
know,
lights
I
are
know.
off.
like that seems like the other side of the line of like what I would functionally use it for. I think I would
Yeah.
probably play more music
yeah.
since it would be easy enough to just kind of call it out. If it's hooked to my Spotify, you know, it's a good deal. I guess maybe like if I was curious, I'd probably fall into the habit of like asking a question out loud since it is just that easy and I don't have to shift around the 20 tabs in my phone to get to a open Google open Safari page so I can Google something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm not saying it's not kind of cool. It's just I don't know. I feel like I'm always going to be a little reluctant to some kinds of technology that seem just on the other side of frivolous.
I'm going to quote a video game series called Deus Ex, Mankind Divided in particular. And there's a phrase that they say in that game. And that phrase is, you can't kill progress. This is just the way the world is going. Like, you may not be into it, but this is just where things are going. Everything's going to be voice activated at some point. We're getting to the point where cars will be voice activated. You can voice activate your locks if you want to. It's just a thing.
Look, I was watching a fucking commercial with Deathstroke in a auto driving Cadillac. Like that's yeah, you're right. That's where the world's going.
Wait, the actual Deathstroke?
No,
Joe
Joe
Manganiello,
Manganiello.
Okay.
Manganiello,
That
yeah.
seems
Him and-
weird that such a B-list DC villain would be selling me a Cadillac. That's all. I just was.
I think it'd be funny.
It's
No,
like
yeah,
a cute
Why is
commercial.
Deadpool in this commercial?
This just yeah. When I go and kill people, I like to drive around in my Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a cute commercial. It's him and his wife Sofia Vergara, and she's always kind of funny.
They're married?
Oh yeah, dude.
That is a beautiful couple.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, and they're it's one of those like opposite attract couples that actually work. Like I don't believe in that really to be like as consistent enough that you could really say it. I don't think it's a proper thing we should say out loud, but it happens. So it happens. But those two, they look so cute together. Like he's an easy 6 to 8 inches taller than her, and like he is how he is. He seems like a pretty chilled, you know, down to earth guy,
Yeah.
and she is as she's portrayed in everything that she's in. She seems to only have that speed and tone, but like she's cute and endearing.
Yeah.
I like when he would talk about his D&D gaming and she just can't seem to grasp the concept of what
Yeah.
he does. And she'd be like, "Oh, did you win?" And he's like, "Yes, I won." Because it's
how it works,
easier
babe, but
yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier to just say yes than to go, "Well, it's you know, no one really wins."
like she's someone you just gotta say all those games are D&D because to
Mhm.
like even bother to break it down, it's like, oh no, this is Pathfinder, this is 10 Candles, this is Kids on Bikes. Like you just like same with my parents. They
Yeah.
ask me what I'm doing, I just say D&D. Am I playing Vampire? Am I playing Pathfinder? Am I doing something else? It's just D&D. No need to it's not important to break this up.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like what there has to be something for both of you that like your parents just don't quite grasp. So you just accept the fact of like, yes, I'm playing Mario Brothers, and that is that is all video games.
My
I'm
mom used to
playing
say, "You're
the
playing
the
GameStop,
Nintendo."
GameStop," and I was like, "What? The fuck are you
She said it
talking about?"
twice.
Yeah, always GameStop, it's GameStop, and I was just like, "That's a store. I'm playing video games."
Wow. At least my parents have a concept of what D&D is. Your mom doesn't understand video
No,
games.
my mom doesn't understand anything. She asked me if she could have my old PS4, and I just said no because you don't know how to use it. It's not something you can go on Facebook with. I don't think
no, you
you
can.
can. You
You
can.
could.
Yeah, but it's Why
It's
would
She's
you
not going to
it's
know
not
the
good.
mechanics of that.
No, she's not.
No,
Yeah, it's
she's
just
better off just using it as a Netflix device,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which I guess my Xbox One is pretty much going to be at some point when it turns on again.
I have not turned my Xbox One on in months.
I'm
It's
confused.
same.
Do you not have Netflix on your PS5 because it is compatible?
No, I do. I
Oh.
do. I'm not going to turn on my Xbox again until at some point when I have 2 rooms with TVs that are running. I'm going to just put the Xbox in whatever common room, and I'm still going to keep the PlayStation in my room. But until then, it may not just get turned on at all. I've not turned it on since we started playing Red Dead, like 3 months ago. More? I'm not even sure. Did we play it before 2021? I can't remember if we
No.
played
I
it.
think we
no,
started
I think
in
we started
2021.
this year.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the sale went on until February 15th.
That's
So
what
we-
it was.
So we started playing like 2 weeks before that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so it's I guess it's been like 2 months.
I don't know, 100 and something hours. Yeah.
I don't even look at shit like that.
I don't know.
Sometimes I don't
you
want to know.
should. It's very funny to find out how many people I've killed.
It
Like,
says
once
the
in a while-
total.
Oh yeah.
What?
It says
On
the
the
tells you-
total.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not a lot.
Sometimes I
Not,
would.
not another Monday show. You're new to the chat. Hello, welcome.
Right on.
PS4 is lit.
Whoa. Monday, we're gonna need you to elaborate why Farmville on PS4 is lit.
Pretty sure that's
I need
sarcasm.
answers. It better be. Otherwise, I may be blown. I'm open to the possibility that there is some kind of like PS4 version where you fight zombies with your farm, right? That's how the game works.
Not even
Zombie
close.
cows.
No?
I was into that shit for a while. I don't know. It was
Plants
dumb as-
vs. Zombies?
No, farming
Farmville.
crap.
Oh, no.
I don't know why.
I never touched any of those games.
Same.
I don't know. I was bored.
Oh,
Yep. See, Anthony, the joke went straight over your head.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
good.
I've
Monday
spent
streets ahead.
almost $11,000 in game.
Well, no need to pull up all of our stats.
I was just really curious, and I've been playing for 7 days and 5 hours. That's like my total gameplay.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no! I'm curious about my stats.
Yeah. That's interesting. Oh,
Fuck
there you
you
go.
all.
January 11th, I made my character. So yeah, that's the day.
All right, so right around there,
Yeah.
we started playing.
Okay.
Okay.
So like 2 months.
Jordan, is there anything that you're like your parents? You have to just use the most basic phrase.
I mean, when you first got into this call and I was already here and I was on mute, it's because I was talking to my dad, explaining to him that he shouldn't have 2 WhatsApp apps on his phone. I don't know how he had 2 WhatsApp apps on his
Yeah.
phone. So I
What
said,
does
nope,
that mean?
you got to delete these. Like, there's something wrong here. WhatsApp is a messaging application, which it's like encrypted stuff. So it's for secure communications.
Nah,
And also, if you want to talk to people like overseas and not have to pay for roaming charges and stuff like that.
you can send money through it too.
Yeah.
I found stuff and I'm confused.
What are you confused about, Steph?
So my total kills just says 2.
You only killed 2?
And then
Wow,
my,
you're
my
mad.
death,
You are really bad.
my
Yeah.
wait, it gets worse. My deaths are 7. And then players killed for crime says 1. Law killed is 114. But I've killed 1,038 pedestrians.
Okay, all right.
God. Okay. That
Oh, I have her beat by so many numbers.
Really?
My pedestrian kills as of right now is 3,700.
Oh,
Oh no,
wait,
this gets worse.
how?
I've killed 237 law people. I've had $35,000 in money.
Okay.
And I have played a total of 250 hours.
250 hours.
I still haven't downloaded the Red Dead app, so I'm not. None of this is going to be available to me immediately.
Okay.
So we're not going to do it.
I mean, Jordan, you've been playing longer, so you probably have bigger numbers. Yeah.
Players
Yeah.
killed.
No one's playing as much as you and Scott, though.
It's true.
No, it's all we do now.
So players killed them at 16. Law killed them at 126. Pedestrians killed them at 4,344.
All right.
But because I'm the
Okay.
ultimate white hat, time wanted 27 minutes.
35 minutes. I was like, when was I wanted for that long?
Ooh, my time wanted is 2 hours. Anthony's is probably like 16 days.
I'll look it up some point and share it in our chat. But
My total time spent in Red Dead Online is 12 days and 5 hours.
Okay, I'm like a week behind. That's not-
Total cash earned is 30,236.
I got 12,000. 12,116.
I made more money than you, and I
Oh,
played
wow.
less time.
Hey,
I think I probably have the least amount of money.
I mean, you started playing when they added roles and stuff. I just
Oh.
Fair
didn't.
enough.
I caught 15 fish apparently.
Yes, my
Really proud of that.
My character was created on December 7th, 2018. The
Okay.
first week of Red Dead Online.
Mhm.
So somewhere between there and Steph, I am.
Yeah.
Jordan, you've been hustling for to meet all the requirements for affiliate status. Have you made it yet?
No, I've not. So here's the funny thing. So over the weekend.
Monday.
What?
I was calling out to Monday. Keep going.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
No, Tuesday. I mean, what do you?
So
Wednesday.
Thursday. So over the
Happy
weekend,
days.
Oh Jesus God. Over the weekend, a user named Big Shot with like 4 T's followed me, which pushed me on up to 50 followers finally. So I
We've
met
been
that
rooting for you.
requirement. But now my biggest issue now is that my average viewer count, it has to be 3 or more. Apparently I get like 1.7. So so that's where I'm at.
my
But
God.
again, every time I stream, I say, come watch or don't. It's fine. No pressure. You do not have to come and watch me. It's fine. You know.
So if you
always
want
just put
affiliate
you on.
status,
I put you on at the store. I may not always be watching, but I have it on just to give you the whatever.
Well,
That's
thank you for
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm not dealing with a dumbass, I'll actually watch it and give you like some encouragement.
all right, I'll turn it on when I'm not actually doing this podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Plus,
I mean, I hate to break it to you. You only do this 2 hours a week. I mean,
No, but I don't watch anyone else's either.
oh, okay. Got it.
I've watched Ramon and Jen maybe a couple times, but that's it. Like this format isn't really engaging to me.
No, I'm with
so
you.
as a passive thing.
well, see, this is what I do. You finish.
Well, I was just gonna say I enjoy this half of it, and getting to talk to people, but watching. Meh.
So this is what I do. So usually on Fridays, I'll just be playing WoW or whatever, and I'll just have Cornbread stream up. Just every now and then I'll pop in, just see what she's talking about, comment here and there, and just keep lurking. You know, that's all I do. Most of the time it's just on mute, but because I'm like playing the game or watching something else. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel weirdly obligated though. Like if it's on, I should be paying attention.
I mean,
Or maybe that's not weird, and you're weird.
no.
Chat, which one of us is weird?
Neither of us are weird. Plus, the main reason why I don't feel as obligated to always be engaged in Cornbread stream is because she has a very active chat. I don't need to be there. I don't need to be talking.
Yeah, we are blessed by having Cornbread in our chat and participating with us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same with Revi.
Yeah.
Not another Monday show. Thank you for following us.
Ooh, thank you.
I don't know. Ramon just
20
called
more
me
to go.
out. To be honest, I didn't even know Ramon streams. So now
He
I feel
does
even
on
worse.
Thursdays. Thursdays and Saturdays, the same time I'm streaming, but he's usually doing like an art stream.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh. I'm a
Yeah.
terrible person.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Not Another Monday.
Thank you.
I
Bye.
didn't even know Ramon was a musician until about 6 weeks ago, and I got a lot of shit for that too. I was just like,
Because he'd mentioned it several times over the 5 years we've been playing together.
nah, it doesn't ring a bell. Honestly, I just
Yeah.
figured they had a piano in their house because why the fuck not? I don't know.
Because
For
people just have pianos and musical
Some
equipment.
people do.
He
I
probably
don't know.
built it over time, you know.
That too.
That, I
Like
wouldn't be
Ramon-
surprised if he dropped that fact. I'd be
Like
like, of
Ramon
course
got
he
bored one afternoon and was like, I built a piano because I can. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. But Anthony can actually he can I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but he can confirm that I have a real hard time knowing what any of my friends do for a living. Like Jordan, honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I know, but I don't. I know what Steph does because she's like me. She bitches about it, so I know what she does.
Yeah.
Anthony, I finally figured out what he does about a year and a half ago when I had to ask him questions. But I'd rather know
when
the
it was
person,
relevant to
not what they
Leland.
do. It's
I mean, by design, I don't talk about what I do for work.
fair enough.
Yeah.
work. Well, I mean, I just thought it was funny. I had a moment earlier with a coworker, and she's kind
have
of
a
where I
moment.
based Janine off of, and she talked to me, and I heard Janine, and I was just like, "Fuck!" We had a conversation, and she was talking to me, and she was basically just like, I was just like, "Oh, hey, so we're doing these new paper things where I'm supposed to scan the physical physical letters that we get from our insured, and then scan it to the people who work from home so they can process it, right?" And that was what we're supposed to do. And a lot of my coworkers are going to be working from home, so I'll be the one that's physically in the office, so I have to manually prep these papers and scan it to them, right? So I guess this was supposed to happen sometime in the future and not today, where I learned that I was supposed to do it. So under instruction, I did it with what my old boss told me to do. Anyways, I'm discussing it with her, and she goes, "So you sent those today? That's not even supposed to be live until next week." And I was just like, "Oh, well, I sent it today because I was under the instructions too." And she's like, "That's not supposed to happen until next week." And I was just like, "Oh God, Janine is here." And I stood there and I was just like, "Well, I was under instruction to do it this." And she was like, "I'm going to have to talk to somebody about that." And I was like,
But
"Okay."
I'd really like it more if there was a waiting pool.
Yeah. But I heard
But
her and
there
I was
isn't
just
one,
like,
ma'am.
"Oh
But it'd be
God."
better if it was.
Ooh.
Yo, your manager sucks. I hope real Janine tears your manager a new one.
Yeah, I was just like, Yeah, I sat there and I just imagined myself being that character. And I was just like, I don't want to say anything. I'm just going to shut up. I just smiled and was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I know to not do this." And she's like, "Yeah." And she came over because we also kind of, I don't know if people do this with their cubicles, but my side windows of my cubicle are just open. So someone across the office can see what I'm doing. And I don't like that. So
Yeah, they don't want you to have privacy.
yeah, so I put up a little board so you only see this much of me, but you don't see what's going on in here. So I could be eating food. I could be eating a whole burrito. You won't see anything because it's just this, you know. But yeah, she was just like, what's I have a question. And I was like, "Yes." And she was just like, why do people block this? I mean, if anything, it's just making you more closed in a space. Wouldn't you want stuff open? And I was just like,
Nah.
I mean, it says right
I don't
here.
want you seeing when I'm napping.
Yeah, I was like, right here, it says this is where the mailbox stuff, or this is where all the incoming papers go. So this is more of a hey guys, if you have mail, it goes at my desk. And she was like, "Okay, I just find it strange that everyone closes up their cubicles." And I was just like,
Says the woman with 2 different offices.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why do you
That is
close
a
your
dumb-
door? Huh?
That is a dumb bitch. That's a nosy ass dumb bitch that don't understand how office shit works. Tell her to mind her own damn business, get back to her fucking job, and stop worrying about yours.
It's just,
Yeah, it's
it's
very-
just I'm doing my job. I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
not here to make friends. I'm here to work so I get paid.
yeah,
If I want to fuck off on my phone for a couple minutes, leave me alone. This keeps me
Yeah.
productive.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of
I
those
was
moments.
talking to my coworker yesterday, and we were talking about like our office and things about it, and I was saying like nobody really works 100% at their job. Like
No.
everyone fucks around a little bit. No one is on 100%. Sometimes you're leaning, sometimes you check your phone, sometimes you're just like going in the back and just like sitting for a moment for yourself. These things are necessary so you do not just kill yourself at the end of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So like having a little bit of privacy even in like an open office, it's important.
Yeah.
Now I don't know
See-
about playing Warcraft, but at work, but maybe that's a bridge too far.
Look, sometimes it's just really slow, and I can get some dailies done. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
It depends on what your job is. Like I'm not here to fucking narc on anybody. I would do shit like that if I could. Like my Marvel puzzle quest is pretty fucking full because sometimes I got to sit around for motherfuckers to show up, or I got a little extra time between showings. Whatever.
oh, Jen, I do have a mirror at my desk too. I put it right in front of my keyboard and it says, haha, you looked.
We have
Solid.
a framed something above the computer so I can look right in it and see all the people behind me so I know when I have to get up and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's kind of for. Like I could
Yeah.
just get a glance of who's behind me or whatever.
Still don't matter though. I got people that'll sneak up on the counter and they'll stand there and they won't say anything. And then I'll turn around and be like, how long
They
have you
won't
been
do
there?
that,
They're like,
Awkward
no,
tap.
they don't do nothing. They just stand there and wait for me to notice. And I'm like, I've got to the point now where I go, if you don't say anything, I'm going to continue to do my work.
Yeah.
It's like,
But like
speak up.
that's not far from
Yeah.
something I would do. That's not far from something I would do. I don't want to interrupt you. I'll wait until it looks like maybe you're distracted or a little less focused from whatever thing you're doing, and then I'll make mention of something. Now, if I'm waiting maybe what I feel too long, what may only be like a minute or something, I'll make a noise to let you know I'm here, or just kind of just say something brief. But like if you're sitting at your desk doing like what at least looks like work, then yeah, I'd let you kind of do that.
Nah, my work
I
is
also kind
that.
of like sneaking up on people.
Yeah, I think that's what they like doing.
Yeah, see,
So-
I have that same issue too. I'll just be at my desk working, then my coworker walks up to me and like he won't say anything, and I just keep doing my work. Then I only know that he wants my attention when he just starts prodding me with his nose. I'm like, oh, hero, what's going on? What do you need? And then I take him outside.
Oh my god.
Coworkers are the worst, right?
Yeah.
Do your
I-
own work.
They excuse me and they never hear me, so then I have to say it again. Like when you go to when you go to a store and you're trying to get somebody's attention, I'll usually go, excuse me, and then no one says anything, and I'm just like, excuse. And then I just kind of wait, and then I'll end up making some other noise, and they'll be like, "How long you've been waiting for?" And I was like, "Not long at all."
10 minutes later.
I'm
Fuck
still
that.
excuse me.
Your job is to
I've
help
been
me.
here.
And vice versa. My job is to help you. If you don't speak up, I'm not going to help you.
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt your shit. I
Yeah.
value, where you put your time. I don't want to pull you away from something. I hate being pulled away from like specific projects I'm doing.
Yeah, but
I wanna get that shit
line of
done.
work isn't like customer based like mine is. Like,
I mean, I gotta handle phone calls often.
yeah. Oh, I just unplug the phone at this point.
Ugh, phone calls.
Yeah. No, me and the boss, we
Public.
for the first 2 hours of a Wednesday morning, we unplug the phone.
Well,
Yeah.
that I get. You're a busy store, and that is the
Yeah.
busiest day of
Yeah.
the week for you.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
you
That
to
I get
for
that.
me. I need you to hold this for me. No, what you need to do is to come
No.
the fuck in. No one's working right now. So also you're a writer. So it's not like you're going into an office, you know. You fucking prissy bitches. I had 2 girls destroy my manga section this weekend, and it real pissed me off. Like, I
Destroy
heard-
how?
Did they just make it a mess?
They made it a mess. Like, I don't know what they were doing over there. Like, I heard some sort of noise, but I just figured they were being noisy because they were young people.
Yeah.
And then when they left and I walked over to, and they looked like they fucking fucked it. Like, I was just like, what the hell? Like, they took out all the books and
Books on the
stacked them up. I was
floor,
like,
upside
I was-
down.
I was like, what the fuck did you not get? It says the title on the side. If you're looking for Naruto 21, it's there. I don't know. The fact that I don't even understand the manga section anyway. So I'm just like, I tell people, they're like, oh, do you have a manga? And I'm like, yeah, it's small and I don't know anything about it. So if
I
you
got
got
like 20 bucks
questions-
over there.
yeah, I'm like, if you don't see what you're looking for, I don't got it. Like, yeah. Like, you want to ask
They're looking
about
for all the
Wonder Woman?
yaoi.
Yeah, I'm like, you.
God.
I don't even know what you just said to me.
Guy
Yeah,
on
I
guy.
don't know either.
Oh,
Yeah, Yaoi's a guy on guy.
do I have Death Note 1 through 6? Probably not. No.
Well, then I will take my money elsewhere.
That's fine, because you damn manga people are cheap anyway.
I just want some Yuri on Ice, all right? That's all I want to read right now.
I don't know what that is.
It's an ice skating anime / manga.
You've been saying
Yeah,
manga,
that's
and I've just been thinking
weirdly-
mangoes.
Was I saying it wrong? I don't care.
No. You're saying it fine. I just, mangoes.
Manga. I don't get out of my face. I don't-
Same
I don't
thing.
care.
It's just when you call it manga, everyone knows that you don't read it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I flipped through it, and the damn books are backwards. I'm like, what? What did they read this way in Japan? I'm confused.
Yes.
Yeah, they do read it.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Right
do.
to left, right?
Yeah.
It's
Right
just-
to
I
left.
forgot. There was like some.
No,
Yeah.
it's just right to left.
No,
Oh,
dun 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 dun. In
I've been
columns.
reading it wrong.
when it's
I've been
when it's in
sweeping.
actual Japanese, yeah, you read the columns, but it's
Yeah.
still right to left. Yeah.
Well, no, the book is backwards because they just removed the text in the speech bubbles, but you should still be reading the English left to right, Steph.
I wasn't paying attention. What?
That's okay. I got some news if anybody wants to talk about it.
Oh, please, this is dying.
Sure.
I think we're having a good time.
What kind of news do you got?
Exciting news.
Okay.
As of today,
Did it clear up?
We No, and I appreciate it if you didn't talk. As of today, my brother, and my mom are in escrow for a new property.
Woo!
I
Yeah,
don't know what that means. Do you have it yet or what?
we're buying it. We have an approved offer, and they got to do the 30-day thing.
So this is good then.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, this is very good,
All right.
especially since it has been pretty stressful these last so many months.
Yeah, it's like
um,
Neighbors, escrow. Right? That's the movie.
Yep, just like Neighbors. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
escrow is the
The
time
British
period between
drama?
when you when they accept the offer and when you actually own the house, right?
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's processing the money, verifying like all the funds, the contract, like all that stuff. It takes 30 days to kind of go through all that. So not that it is for sure things can happen in escrow,
Yeah.
but it's pretty good chances. We're already cleared with the lenders. In fact, now we're just trying to see if we can work and get a better interest rate on our loan. So we're going to try some little things. We got to get my credit score up 6 points to break into a new interest rate. I just
Yeah,
happen to
no
be that
credit
close.
cards.
But all right, you know what? It's too
Oh, right.
complicated to talk about credit.
Yeah, that's right. You
Too
don't.
complicated. But it's nuts. We were we've been searching. Saturday, I find a place. I send my mom the address. She goes, "Oh, this looks really good." Uh, that's Friday. She goes, she sees it. She says, "Yeah, it looks, pretty much as advertised." Because sometimes the pictures lie. So I drive by on Saturday and I'm kind of looking at the eaves, I'm looking at the walls, I'm looking structurally. Now, people live in the back houses, so we're not going to walk on and through. That's rude and trespassing. Uh, so everything seems pretty good. There's a 2-bed, 1-bath up front. Me and my brother are going to live there, and then a studio, and then a 1-bed in the back. Everyone's got a little piece of yard. All the units are nicely updated. Like it's a good deal. So get this crazy shit. We put an offer in. We're undercutting what they're listing because they'd already lost out. Someone else had already canceled on them. And they come back in the middle. So we're like, okay, we'll agree to this. Now we can see the property. I mentioned some weeks ago, you can't like see properties like open houses really as much anymore. A lot of places are if they're not, if they're not vacant, a lot of places are put the offer in and then we'll let you see it. So we put the offer in, we see it, and this 2-bed, 1-bath is bullshit. It looks like the pictures, but the pictures aren't everything.
Yes.
The front bedroom, nice and big. Living room, nice and big. Second bedroom, if you can hear my air quotations, is actually just the laundry room with the washer dryer removed. Doesn't even have a door or a closet. This is the only place you could even consider someone might call a second bedroom.
Wow.
So we're there with our realtor.
How big that is either. I mean, usually
6 foot by like 8 foot, like 6 or 5 foot by 8 foot tops.
It's like a walk-in closet.
Yeah, I mean, I rent walk-in closets that are bigger than this. So we're looking at a realtor. He hadn't been in there, and we're like, well, this is just a lie. This isn't like anyone's opinion. This is just straight up a lie. Legally, you can't call this a 2-bed.
Yeah.
So me and my mom were kind of walking around and we're looking at it, and like everything else is good. All the appliances seem pretty new. The cabinets are all pretty new. Like someone updated this place and the whole property within the last 5 years. So we're like, okay. Well, what if we just build the second bedroom? Like that's something that we're going to be capable of doing. And then we'll have a proper 2-1. We'll make sure that it's also a good size because the base of this house is an old, I think 60s, early 70s build. So sometimes those bedrooms don't get very big.
Yeah.
And the first one's good. I'm a be in a 12-12. I'm gonna be set pretty well. And so we're like, okay, yeah. What you said about the price, your counter, fuck you. That's for a 2-1. This ain't a 2-1. So we cut back their offer. They accepted last night, and we entered escrow this morning. So shit has gone super fast, which is weird because everything's been so slow up until this point.
Yeah.
It's been so many like going around, trying to get a bid in, trying to see something that doesn't already have a bid on it. It's been nuts.
Well, they're just trying to get that money now. They're like, we got somebody. Let's just go.
Yeah, and I think so because remember I said that they had someone who canceled.
Yeah.
I'd fucking bet all the money it's because the ad was a lie. They expected a 2-1, and it was a 1 and some bullshit.
A 1.5.
They actually said 1.5 in small print, like somewhere, like not even like tucked underneath, literally small print in the ad. I don't even know if it's actually on the Redfin ad that I saw. The realtor had it. It said 1.5 bedroom, and we're all like, the fuck's a 1.5?
Yeah.
I've seen 1.5 bathrooms.
Yeah.
Not
because there's a standard.
Yeah, toilet without a shower.
There's a standard to what a half bath is. It has a toilet and a sink at the very least.
Yeah.
A bedroom has to have a closet. This ain't even got a door. So it's nuts. So in 30 days, I'm gonna need you all to come over here and help me move.
I will
But it's
happily.
Oh yeah, I'll send some people over.
yeah. But it's been crazy and exciting. And I try not to think too much about it, but I kind of can't help it. I've already made, mental Halloween plans.
And then
I
you
try
gotta get,
not to because I'm nervous, but
yeah. Then you gotta get great
It's
internet. Then you can start streaming, and then
There you go.
yeah, I gotta see because it's already wired for AT&T, and I gotta see if maybe it's worth it. I don't know,
Mm.
but that's shit to do. Right now, I'm just
Yeah.
making sure we do everything we can to make sure we don't lose it.
Is the location nice?
Yeah,
How's
35th
parking?
Street north of Adams, so right in the middle of Normal Heights.
okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There you
Still
go.
walking distance to my karaoke bar, some of my favorite food spots.
Ah,
I'm very
that's a
happy
really,
about
That's
it.
a really good area.
That's
Mhm.
awesome. Wait, parking? Good?
Street parking is good. Yeah, it's far enough north of what we're talking about is a pretty populated area. It's got a lot of like bars and restaurants and stuff.
Mhm.
So street parking gets eaten up for like the at least maybe a block and a half to 2 blocks. I'm like 3 blocks. I'm like almost a mile north towards kind of almost when you get to the cliffs.
Mhm.
So yeah, street parking every time we've gone by. I've been there middle of Saturday. I've been there late on a weekday, always wide open.
Oh,
Plus,
that's really
I got
good.
a long driveway, so I'm fine. But
Look at
y'all should be good
Oh, that's
too.
nice.
look at
Oh,
you with
there
the
you go.
driveway.
Yeah, boy, driveways.
There you go.
So yeah, it's nuts.
You have a yard. We could have the Fruit Olympics on your yard.
Let's not get crazy. It's not
Okay,
good size, but I mean, it's not
fine.
that big.
I could have dreams.
There's a park near your house, Steph.
This is
We
true.
can go to my place, park, and then drive to the park.
Yes, there's also that.
Yeah, there's parks near us. Um,
It's gonna
so yeah,
happen one of these years.
I honestly never thought I'd ever like own property. And granted, I don't really own this property. I'm on the mortgage, but this was never going to happen without my mom who's had property since, when people could afford property,
Mhm.
and just kind of rolled shit over. This never would have happened on my own. It's only because, you know, I've been fortunate enough that my family's, got in on property early.
Yeah.
Our young
You're like
Anthony's growing up.
you're like
Yep.
fortunate son. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's right, but I don't know why you said it.
I don't know. Just because you live there, fortunate son. You know?
Yes.
And you're fortunate. And you're a
Yeah.
son.
All true things. All
Yeah,
true things.
I'm not
wait a
So
wrong.
minute.
everyone in
Anthony, do we assume she doesn't know about the song?
Song.
yeah, I guess not.
Okay.
Oh, is Fortunate Son a song?
Yep.
What
It's
Is
an
it a bad
anti-protest song.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bad song. It's a pretty good song.
No,
It's
actually
also
a
an
pretty good song.
it's an anti-war song from the early 70s.
Yeah.
Is that why you guys laugh with that restaurant being called Fortunate Son? I just
For
thought,
several reasons.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but
I get
that
it
being
now.
one of them.
I only know I literally told my roommate yesterday about that restaurant because I was like, you know what they put in their pant thai? Fucking asparagus. I was like, who the fuck does that? And then he was laughing really hard with me.
Jen, it is the one I called out with a questionable name, but I do like eating there.
Right?
So
that
I'm
was
confused.
asparagus
Was
in
I
their
here
pad
for this
thai.
conversation?
Yes, you were.
What are we talking about?
The Chinese restaurant that opened around the corner from me called Fortunate Son.
Yeah.
No.
And it seems to be owned or at least run by white people.
All right, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seemed my whole thing was bringing up is this appropriation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
I was judging their fried rice. I remember I was like, I don't think you put broccoli in there. Was there
What?
broccoli in their fried rice?
No, it was asparagus in the fried
Oh,
rice.
it was asparagus.
No,
okay.
not a
Okay.
thing.
That's
Nope.
That's what
that's
it
not a
was. I was
thing.
like, you
Nope.
don't do
It's
that.
not like I couldn't even pick it out in there. It's not really a thing.
That's not the point. It's like we
Caucasian. It's Caucasian.
like
Keep
there's a
saying it, Steph. See, keep
Yeah,
saying it louder.
just keep on saying it. There's an Italian place up here that's decent. They have good tortellini, but they put fucking peas in their lasagna, and I'm like, fuck you, peas. You
Oh
get back on the boat to Italy. You can't do that here.
Mm,
That's not right.
No.
There should be no peas anywhere, but not in lasagna.
No,
no! And lasagna?
no.
Yeah,
No,
nah.
no.
What were we upset about with the lady who put something in mac and cheese? What was it? Raisins?
Yes.
Raisins.
Yeah, she's awful.
Yeah.
That's
I really,
Awful.
really
she's not
upset.
invited to the cookout.
Yeah,
No.
no, sorry.
Everyone in chat, though, you're all welcome to the barbecue
There you
because
go.
I'm pretty sure it's just the homies in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. I'm down to make new friends.
Steven said I'll stab a bitch over raisins.
I mean, I get it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew.
Yeah. So that's been my today.
Oh.
Now I gotta fucking pack up all this stuff.
How are you gonna fit all of the rocks and the metal thing behind you?
Packing peanuts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta get, a big ass U-Haul. 12, 15 footer.
Probably, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have that much stuff?
Yeah, do you have stuff in storage?
In reality, I'll probably just get like maybe a
Just need a
10.
one room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like one of those studio one room trucks.
Yeah.
Now remember,
Like-
Anthony, you're gonna want to do a Leland move and not someone else move.
Yes. I'm pretty decent with my moves. I am not Leland level, and I probably never will be, but I'm usually pretty good with my moves.
Yeah, you want to drive up to the store on a Wednesday? I'll give you all the boxes you need.
There you go.
You know, one thing we didn't say about Leland's move when we were talking about it
Mm,
was, and like a big difference, I will just kind of collect some boxes and use them. All of Leland's boxes were the same Home Depot squared size. They just were all that way. No mixed match box sizes.
Oh.
It sounds like Leland was prepared.
Yes, well, I'm just saying. I think that is exceptional, as I think most people live in that, this box will fill things, so it doesn't matter the size. It doesn't have to be conformative to everything else. It just has to be a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use the boxes that hold
Paper.
our paper, like our office paper boxes. I
Paper
had about
boxes.
20 of those. But they were perfect for like just stacking away.
Solid.
Yeah.
They're
and they got
solid, yeah.
handles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. so
That's
it
a
was
good
nice.
benefit. That's like a dress with pockets.
Yeah. You could put a lot of
Keep
stuff
that
in
shit.
there. Put
Yeah.
some snacks.
Yep.
I love that.
Anybody else up to anything fun or want to bring up anything interesting?
I mean, okay. I did find something out yesterday, but it's a super downer of a thing.
Oh yeah.
There's been a lot of downer stuff happening between last podcast and this podcast. I don't know if we want to get into it if it's too depressing.
Let's skip it. Let's skip
Yeah,
it.
it's
Okay.
real bad. I just
Yeah.
felt bad.
Yeah.
Like personal or like in general in life?
Well, I just feel like
the
okay,
life.
maybe I could just say it really short and sweet, but there was a person that I've brought up in conversation before a couple podcasts ago that was like an old roommate. And unfortunately, she passed away. So
Oh,
Yeah.
we don't
That's
talk
sad.
about that old roommate anymore, and I won't talk about it ever again. It's just one of those
Okay.
things where I was just like, oh man, I literally talked about her. So if that story ever comes up in the future, I would like to know.
The way that you both
I'm not cutting it
preference
out.
was like the way you both preference it. Was that something happened in the world that was
Oh,
very sad and dramatic. I'm like,
Yeah.
did I miss a meeting? Like I don't know.
oh yeah.
I guess you did.
Did I? What happened?
The killings in Atlanta?
And Colorado yesterday.
And yeah.
Did not know about Colorado.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just saw about that recently.
I had the
Yeah.
day off yesterday. I didn't check anything.
AR-15, 10 people.
Oh, well,
Mm.
good. I hope our government's thoughts and prayers go out to them.
Taken alive though, because he passed as white. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh,
Typically.
Jesus Christ, awful.
All right.
Anyways,
Let's get into this game. In chat, we have 44 topics. First number to show up between 1 and 44 will dictate our topic for the rest of the night.
Well, Ramon's not
What
in
do
the
we
chat
got?
anymore because he got mad. So
oh, I didn't even.
So no more 69 jokes.
yeah. I've been
No.
I've been
He's gonna show up
texting
just for
him.
that.
I've been texting him. He's ignoring the text. He's that mad.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're also getting pizza, apparently.
Oh,
Okay. Cartoonic 21, Shane chooses number 27, and I've already got my story. Number 27, biggest kitchen fail.
Oh, I got
but I had an
multiple right now.
explosion. I
Let
had
me tell
an
you.
explosion.
Let me tell you, I was 18, maybe 19, living out on my own for the first time.
Yeah.
It was me and the girl I was with, and I was trying to make food. I wanted to make French fries. I wanted to fry some French fries. Now, this is
Oh,
before your
no.
air fryer bullshit.
Oh no.
This is when you had to get some fucking vegetable oil, get that shit's going.
Oh
You
no,
know,
no,
you
no,
deal with
no.
the splatter. Shit
Wait.
happens.
You didn't have ovens then?
I wanted it fried. I prefer my French fries fried.
Okay.
So, I'd never been taught or explained how this process works.
Oh no.
I've seen my mom do it, and I figured, okay, you cook them until they're the right color, and then that's it. So I put the vegetable oil in the pot. I got the heat on, and I'm watching it. Now, the thing I'm trying to emulate from observation is that it always seems that like the oil is boiling, but the oil's not boiling. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm on like medium to like 3/4 medium high. Let's throw something in there and see what's going on. I don't think I got to high. I know I started the highest.
No.
So I either started at high because it wasn't boiling and I just kept turning it up, or I started at 3/4 and went down from there. I'm not quite sure. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's throw one in and maybe see how long it's going to take to cook. I don't know why this isn't working. I toss in just a little handful of fries, and like the top just like explodes. There's literally a flame that comes up from this pot that just flares up for a second.
Oh god.
And it is, I can just see it just like fucking exploding in there. Like, oh shit. Okay. It doesn't boil unless something's in there. Then it looks like it's boiling.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go and I scoop that back out. And by that time, it's like dark brown, nearly black.
Oh god.
And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to have to do some work and hone this in. So I'm like, all right, let this cool. How like cooked is it? Because French fries, when fried, they don't take very long to cook necessarily. So I open it, and the motherfuckers are still frozen inside.
Oh
Flash fried them.
no.
Yeah, charred on the outside, frozen on the inside.
Oh god.
I'm not even at the fail yet, guys.
Oh god.
So
You sure?
yeah, I'm sure I was there.
Mm.
So I'm fucking with the dial. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, I gotta keep going down, but I don't want to go too far and have to go back up. So I'm just kind of like working it down, throw some fries in. We're getting there.
Yeah.
But it takes me long enough that I'm out of time for cooking. I've got to go pick up my girl, and I still have this hot pot of oil to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Yeah.
all right, fuck. I guess I don't know. Feel like leaving it on the stove seems like not a good idea because the stove is hot and I want it to cool off. So okay, I'll take a an oven mitt and I'll put that down on top of the counter and then I'll put the pot on top of that and that way it's away from any heat and it'll cool down. Right? This all seems logical.
Yeah, okay. I could see the thought process.
Go get my
No.
girl, come back
No.
about 20 minutes later or something. Everything seems fine. Get back to the apartment, open the door. She's like, "Did you burn something?" I'm like, well, I was trying to make fries, but like, I'm not good. You like, she was the cook, so like, I was fucking it up. I go over to get my oil. I was gonna try again, but when I get there, I can't help but notice that the pot holder is burned to the bottom of the pot.
Oh God.
I'm like, oh well, fuck me. Okay. I pick up the pot, and the pot holder's still stuck to it. And as I pull it away, I reveal the black fucking rings that I've burned into my Formica countertop.
Oh.
And I said, well, I guess I'm not getting that deposit back. And
That
that
sounds
is
even worse for Micah.
I'll kick you in the nuts. That is the worst kitchen fail I've had.
Well,
Uh,
I don't have anything that tops that.
Shit, I should have saved mine for last then.
Yeah.
And then they definitely took that out because I was only in that apartment for a year.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think I have two
What do you got?
fails. The first one was my explosion, which was I was trying to fucking I don't know why I thought it would work, but in my head it made sense. I don't know. I put eggs in a bowl of water and then put that in the microwave. And it exploded. Like the fucking microwave door like blew open with force
Oh,
and I got
fuck.
hot egg on me. It was
Oh
bad.
my god. Did
I
it burn
have
you
a
at
post.
all?
I have a picture of it somewhere on my DeviantArt. That's what I was looking for. I mean, it just shows the
DeviantArt.
bowl with like egg splatter everywhere.
And
So
so like
stupid.
was it just cooking too long? Like why did your egg explode?
I have no idea. I mean, you're not even supposed to do that. Like, it's best to just fucking boil the eggs in water and not do that in a microwave because it's also encased in a shell.
Oh wait, you were trying to
I put
hard boil an
eggs-
egg in a microwave?
I put eggs, like eggs from the fridge. I put two
Yes.
eggs
Okay.
in a
See,
bowl of water.
we thought you opened the shells. Now it
No.
all makes sense.
Yeah.
You try to hard
And like
boil
I
an egg.
said, the door burst open with
Holy
force.
shit.
And I got hot egg on me.
Holy
And I
shit.
called it an explosion.
You're right too. That's a fun time.
And then my other stupid fail was I was trying to make macaroni in a crock pot. And I followed a recipe
Macaroni
and I
in
put
a
everything.
pot?
Yeah,
Crock-pot.
in a crock pot. And I mixed
Oh.
everything. Actually, this is when I was living with Shane. So I don't know if you remember this story,
Can we
but
get
it
some
happened
confirmation?
and I was pissed. We had a potluck and I was a potluck for work and I was supposed to make macaroni and cheese in a crock pot. So there was a whole list of ingredients I needed, which was like the noodles, some water, the cheese, the butter, and everything. And you just put it in this crock pot. And it was going to take like 8 hours to fucking cook. And I was like, okay. So I got all the ingredients. I mixed it. I started it, went to bed. I woke up. And basically the whole fucking bottom part was just super hard, super dry, crusted to the wall macaroni shells. That was the most annoying fucking thing to clean. I was fucking pissed.
Shane
was
says,
pissed.
"Why would you remind me?"
I was livid because it took 8 fucking hours, and then I still had to clean the bitch because it was it was just on the fucking walls. It was almost like the whole thing just like, see, crockpots, at least to my knowledge, like it doesn't evaporate that much liquid in there because it's like, low heat and all that. So for 8 hours, it only cooked like maybe this much of the fucking noodles that were in there. So like maybe like an inch of like the layer of noodles that were there. And it was just fucking hard. And like everything else was just like, I mixed it too. It just, I don't know. It just didn't freaking work. And I was just furious. I've learned that I can't make my own mac and cheese and be happy. Like mac and cheese that makes me happy just has to be bought by a store because I don't have the skills
even
to
with
do
your
it.
Instapot.
I mean that macaroni cooked in an Instapot is a different story. It gets cooked in 4 minutes, which means I could do whatever the fuck I want, and I only used one tool, the Instapot.
And it only takes 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's a one pot.
Yeah.
It's a one pot stop, and it's great.
Hey, it's going to be on my housewarming registry, so feel free to send me a thing.
Ooh.
I'll just
we
send you
gotta
money
buy shit?
for an air fryer.
What's that,
Yes.
Leland?
We gotta buy shit now.
A housewarming gift. It's tradition.
Yeah. How about the housewarming gift is I don't get the Rona when I come to your house.
I don't expect you to
That's
come
true.
until you're vaccinated.
I have
It's
one
okay.
gift that I can think of that it's gonna.
Steph
Yeah,
will come over.
I
She
would-
don't give a fuck, so you know.
Hey,
Yeah, she goes everywhere. She doesn't care.
I do
Yeah, that's right.
care. I
Scott's
go to
got it. I
places
got to make
with
that spaghetti.
Oh God.
caution.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, but can you do it without
Hey.
frying the meatballs? I mean,
He has to think about it.
I'm trying to think how I mean, frying meatballs is like cooking them on a skillet isn't uncommon.
Meatballs on a skillet.
I just
Yeah,
don't want you to
cooking
ever
them on a
fry
skillet.
anything again.
All right, I won't. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have never tried to fry anything since.
Yeah, nor should
I've never gone back to try that. I do now bake my French fries with disappointment, but safety.
I mean, you know they're fried in the package.
It's not the same.
Hey, Steph, remember that
Okay.
stretch of time where we kept making fried chicken?
Yeah, that was fun.
I
Jordan,
gained
what's
so
your
much weight.
What-
We kept trying to make fried chicken. There's
Scott's here giving me all the ideas for the barbecue that I'm gonna throw.
yeah,
My
I see it.
spaghetti and boo balls.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
it's
That
solid.
is gonna be there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's gonna be
Jordan, what's
fantastic.
your kitchen fail?
I you know the glass thing that's in the microwave that turns? I dropped that once because it was hot. I don't got great stories,
All right.
guys. I'm pretty good in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't have any either. Like the most thing I think I did was microwave a hot dog too long once and it exploded. But it was wrapped in a wet paper towel, so there was no mess. I just didn't get a hot dog.
Question.
Yeah.
Why did you grab the plate at all, Jordan?
Because here's the thing, Anthony.
Yeah,
I'm an
please tell me your
idiot.
thing.
Oh. Well,
But an idiot who can cook, apparently.
Just not
No
well
other-
with a microwave.
But like,
I mean, I think
Oh, I
the
found it.
Send
I
me the
assume-
pic, Steph, and I'll put it on
Yeah.
stream.
I think the worst, I do have this problem. I don't know if this is a cooking fail as much as it is just I get, like, I'll put stuff on the stove or not to like warm water or something. And I will get busy doing other things and I will forget that I started something. That is the most I have done.
I've boiled an entire pot of water until it was all gone.
Yeah, I've done that.
I've done that before.
I do have a slight problem with bacon. I can't seem to get it, the grease versus the pot I'm usually using is not great, so it causes a lot of smoke. I have set off the smoke detector
That's
several
pretty
times,
Mm.
but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
about it. But the bacon isn't hurt. It's just there's so much grease that I don't have good pots and pans. Like,
Mm. I
yeah,
know I've.
I couldn't help you necessarily out there.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've cooked the bacon, put it on some paper towels to let it kind of absorb some of that grease. Give it some dabs on both sides.
The-
You don't want all the grease gone. You
No, to
definitely
be
want
honest
to,
with you,
suckle some
I
of that.
actually now I cook the household. We cook the bacon in the oven,
Oh.
and
Ooh,
it
air
actually.
fried bacon.
I mean, it
Bomb.
takes a
There-
little longer, but you can add stuff to it. Like sometimes I'll put like some honey on it. It bakes
Ooh.
into the bacon itself. Get some maple syrup on there. Throw some pepper.
And yet I can't
Mm.
help but still be disappointed.
Why?
I mean, I don't know why.
Baking
It
bacon?
tastes the same.
Mm,
Bacon.
I mean, it literally is just. It looks the same when it comes out. So I mean,
mm,
Oh, are you a fan of bacon and Brussels sprouts? It's delicious.
Ooh, yum.
no,
Oh,
Well,
together.
well, yeah.
I
You
mean,
get bacon, you cook it, then you kind of chop it up, and then you cut halves of Brussels sprouts and you kind of mix it all together with a little pepper, a little salt, season to taste.
I mean, I guess I've never had it.
It's great.
all right,
Pass.
Gordon Ramsay.
It's really good.
Yeah, I love that
Really,
delivery of
really
seasoned
good.
taste.
Well, I mean, you have to make sure the flavor profiles are exquisite. So
Mhm.
It's true.
True that.
I know
Um,
there's more. I can't think of it.
So I assume no one's ever made anything that was like too gross to eat or made anyone actually sick.
no.
Really quick on stream now is the egg explosion. Steph, remember that one time when we bought that pre-seasoned chicken
It's
from?
not Fisher, but oh, go ahead.
Remember that one time we bought pre-seasoned chicken from I forgot where, and it was just extremely salty.
Yeah, and I don't remember where either. I just know
I know we have to neutralize it with like
Sugar.
Yeah, we use some sugar and lemon juice, I think, and it made it
I think that's right.
just barely edible.
Oh well, Steph, I can see your problem here. You didn't put a plate over it.
No, you
That's
shouldn't
the
even
problem?
put eggs. Yeah, they will blow that plate up. You should not ever. You should never
The
microwave
problem was
eggs.
the egg.
Yeah. But I'm trying to help her with the cleanliness. That's all.
Yeah, it was fucking awful. It was awful.
Jeez.
It was really bad. The
Yeah.
worst part was just seeing it like
Yeah,
bust
that's
open
crazy.
and
To
then getting
blow the
hot egg
door
on
off.
me because I flipped the fuck out.
So basically, you're that little black kid in the Oozinator commercial. Just oh no, egg.
No, I remember another kitchen fail, and I don't know if I still have the scar, but
What?
one of the Thanksgiving parties that we had at one of our Thanksgiving parties, I made green bean casserole. And instead of putting
Your
my
corn casserole is
hands
better.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. Corn casserole is great. I cooked the green bean casserole instead of instead of putting it in the oven like this, I put it in the oven like this. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I think I was trying to stick my hands in to take it out.
Yeah.
And I went this way and I burned the top of my arm on the fucking the grill. Like it just went shing, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I was even more pissed off because clearly it showed that I didn't even take the green bean casserole out of the oven correctly. Because if I would have gotten a burn, I would have gotten it on here. But I got it right here. It was real stupid and it got real infected and it looked real fucking gross.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I
Yikes.
decided to still go to the pool after and then it got real fucked up. Like it got really bad.
Steph nearly
You
lost
know?
an arm.
Yeah, trial and error. You learn things. You know
That's
never
how
to
she
do
got.
it
That's how
again.
she got the Purple Heart.
Yeah, that is it.
That's how
Sure
she got the
was.
nickname Steph Gangrene Angus.
No, God.
Gangrangus.
No. I hate it.
Gangringus.
Oh, thank you, Shane. Yes. Corn casserole. Delicious. I like
I don't
making
think I've never really hurt myself in a kitchen. I've never cut myself badly. I've never burned myself badly.
Ooh. Okay, now I have stories.
Okay.
Oh.
I may be a great cook, but the process to get to that final meal is usually
Great cookie stars.
wrought with. I have grated my hands with a shredder on accident. I have cut
Oh.
most of my fingers. I have burned myself several times. Cooking with no shirt on, eggs, a splash. Like, oh no, I'm a mess in the kitchen. But I
No
make good
more
food, so I
naked
don't
bacon.
care.
I learned
I
that the
did-
hard way.
I did it
Yeah.
once.
It only takes once. It only takes one time.
I'm kind of upset that I have not tried any of your home cooked food, Leland.
I'm a good cook. Now Jennifer brings something up
20 years,
about a
I wouldn't
rice
know.
cooker. That is not true. You've been over to my house several times and had some meals. So
Yeah, that we like bought or something. You've
that's
you've
not
not
true at all,
properly.
but-
You've never. Oh wait, no. I think you've made me 2 proper meals in the
that's
20
2
years.
more than I've gotten from you. So we can both play this game.
Well, apparently I can't cook. So
Yeah, my neck hurts and my
You
back
just told
reading
us the
Scott's
story.
stuff. That is awful.
From
Ugh.
Scott, I once pulled off one of the can lids that have a tab to pull back, and it came off so fast that the metal sliced into and lodged itself into my finger down to the bone. That shit is dangerous.
I've never cut it that deep, but I have done that before.
I could say I haven't at least cut myself with a knife in the kitchen for a very long time. But when I worked at Smashburger, we had this contraption that it has like this handle, and then it has like
The
5
slicer.
or 6 blades. Yeah, the slicer.
Yeah.
And you just take a tomato and you just go shing, and then it'll slice it into like 8 slices, right? It's not as crazy as you think. I put the tomato in there and my finger grazed the blade. And then I just had like these cuts, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was pissed.
why was your hand so close?
No, because that's how it looks like.
Why was
It
your hands that
literally-
close?
It literally
Like, I know
looks
what
like
you're
this,
talking about.
like this.
Yeah,
And I just put the tomato in, and I just went. That's it. Ding.
I don't
And
like
then
any of these stories, guys.
No.
It was awful.
Jennifer brings up a rice cooker. It's become like a family joke between me and my dad, and in the house here as well. I can't cook rice. It's the one thing I can't cook. I fuck it up so bad. Even the Instapot won't cook rice for me properly. So
Crazy.
there's something
90 seconds in the microwave. Boom.
gross.
I have a question for the white people who
It
cook
doesn't
rice.
taste the same.
Shay knows what's up. Shay knows what's up.
I have a question.
What's the question for the white people?
Do you rinse your rice before you cook it?
Yes, I'm not a heathen.
Okay, I don't know.
No, it's in the
I just
bag.
wanted to know. It was just a simple question.
The
One
bag
of the
tells
white
me
people
open the top.
does.
The bag tells me open the top 2 inches, put it in there, 90 seconds, rice.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, I also enjoy the instant rice because I fuck up regular rice so bad. I can't do it.
How do you mess it up?
Dude, I can't explain it. It is I've had rice cookers that don't make rice properly.
Maybe it's your measurements. You always double your rice. Your water is always double the rice.
Yeah.
Or Steph, you do it the correct
Or
way,
you do the
and you
finger.
measure up until this finger.
You
It's just
do
this finger up, that much water above the rice, and you're good.
This
Now so when I first got
That's always
the
true?
Yes.
somehow it works.
when I first got the Instapot, I was like, I'm gonna make a lot of rice so it'll last me throughout the week, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I don't that was like a cup. Oh, that's probably not enough. I'll do 2 cups. I'll just put it in there. 5 cups of water would call it a day. I had so much rice. Like I didn't know. Like when I opened it, it was to the top. I was like, oh my God, I have rice for a month.
Yeah, but then like rice doesn't taste good after a couple of days. Like
Yeah,
just
I
make
know.
enough. Yeah. Just make enough for like
Especially if you
a
don't have a
day
fridge.
or 2. And sometimes if it's not the best, you could do the hot paper towel thing to make it like steamed rice again, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It works.
It's like
That works surprisingly well for me.
no,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Anthony's
I'll do that.
French fries. They don't taste the same.
I'll
do that with
with
leftovers.
my leftover Chinese food.
Yeah.
Fucking blew my mind once I got that working.
Yeah. It really it helps.
The
Because
finger never
otherwise, rice is
lies.
useless.
And another thing you could do is just have a mug with water in it, in the microwave next to whatever your rice is,
Word.
because the microwave will make the
Yeah.
water evaporate, and then
Yeah.
it reinvigorates the rice.
Also
Yeah.
cleans your microwave.
Yes.
I'm learning
Yeah.
things. I did not know
Yeah.
that.
That does. I watched a YouTube video and I attempted that to clean the microwave.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
learning
Well,
stuff.
we're all learning things.
this is kind of silly, but I'm really excited because I'm almost finally done with all the basmati rice my mom gave me, and I have a bag of jasmine rice just ready to go.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to cracking that open.
10 pound, 20 pound.
I grabbed a 10-pound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jen,
Lot
I
of
did
rice.
work at Smash Burger for like 7 months.
Yeah, it was
I was
great
the
because
cook.
she used to give me free food.
Yeah.
I used to get the barbecue burger with the Oreo milkshake. It was fantastic.
Probably the worst thing
Sounds
about
good.
working there was just get off work and then smelling like French fries. Because I just smelled like fried food. Like
I
that
think
was
that's
just
bad.
my scent.
Made me hungry.
I didn't like it. It was very
I
sickening.
think the worst thing would be cutting your finger, but I guess
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things in that kitchen. There's a lot of things in general that doesn't seem like you should be doing, but that's what happened there.
Yo,
Like-
I had an ex-girlfriend that used to work at a KFC Taco Bell. That was great. So much
Yeah.
free chicken in
Ooh.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, like
Shit.
that's not a combo. That shit. No.
oh. Like
Kentucky Fried Chicken in a Pizza Hut. And now Taco
Yeah.
Bell.
Yeah, no.
Yo, this
Like
one
when
time
we
I went to
cooked-
Taco
oh,
Bell,
go ahead.
Taco Bell Pizza Hut. I got Crunchwrap Supreme and a pan pizza.
Oh,
was that in
man.
Hawaii?
No,
Oh,
is
we went to a
recently.
Taco. Yeah, we went to a Taco Bell and Pizza Hut combo in Hawaii.
Has
in
has
Waikiki.
have they ever had all 3 in one?
I've never seen it.
I've
but
heard
I
of-
want to.
Yeah, I've heard of the combos, but never all 3 of them.
Like a Kentucky Taco Hut.
Yes.
I'm
And
sure
that
in
is
the
what they are.
Midwest. I'm sure in the Midwest. Yeah.
Ooh, sure enough. Fucking Steven, they know it.
Is it right
Uh,
next to the lesbian bar?
If it is, then we're going. That's all it is. We're fucking going.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
we have no reason to leave that area.
I want a personal pan fried taco pizza.
Christ. God.
While we wait to find out more on that, we'll go ahead and start wrapping up this podcast. I would love to see comments on this post regarding kitchen fails. Bonus points if you have photos like Steph did of her explosion.
Oh, I forgot that's still on stream.
Oh yeah.
You can post those
Oh,
on any of our social
horrible.
medias. We are on the Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations. That's this podcast, or at LoRC podcast on all the things. We are also streamable and downloadable on the podcast things. There's a lot of them, maybe too many. It's all pretty much the same thing. So wherever you're at, go there. And then wherever you're not at, we would really appreciate it if you would download us from other places.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. it helps.
Do you
I
live with your
guess.
parents? Sneak into your parents' room. This is what I want you to do. Sneak into your parents' room while they're asleep. Take their phones, download the podcast on their phones, and then open their wallet and take some money, and then just put it back.
Shout out to
It'll be our little
Shane's
secret.
question.
Shh.
Don't tell nobody. I will personally write a well thought out shout out to anybody who can send me some kind of photographic proof that they took someone else's phone and subscribed to this podcast. I will write you a
Jesus Christ.
solid shout out.
And also, I'd rather eat Anthony's burnt fries because the explosion will make me throw up.
This is true.
And if you don't want everyone to know that you're stealing other people's phones to download this podcast, email that stuff on the DL to us, lorcpodcast@gmail.com. Leland.
What's up?
Have you seen the good work that Jordan has been doing on the internet with all of his streaming? He's playing Dark Souls for the first time. It's crazy, right? Jordan,
Yeah,
where are we?
I watch it every Saturday. I mean,
I know you do. You're super onto it. Jordan, where would people find you on the streamables and the internets?
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. Come along and watch my streams, or don't. It's cool. Twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. I'm playing Dark Souls Remastered for the very first time. It's a lot of fun. I beat Lady K-Lag last night. She is a naked woman attached to a fire spider. It was a fun fight.
Hot.
It's a flaming dryad.
Yes. A flaming dryad.
It's a thing.
I don't know. I watched you fight poison trees. I was impressed with that.
Yes, I also fought a poison tree and a giant butterfly. It was a very eventful stream.
Mothra was in the game?
I mean, if Mothra shoots lasers out of her face, then yes.
I don't know. Maybe in one of the
We
other
haven't seen the
Japanese
new
versions.
Godzilla yet.
Yes.
Even though I haven't made affiliate status, I'm still thinking about adding new days to my streaming schedule because I do have open days throughout the week. I just don't know. I've been thinking, okay, if I do add more days to my streaming schedule, it would probably be different games on different days. So Saturday would still be the main streaming day where I'd be playing Dark Souls or probably a Souls game, a Souls Saturday. And then I was thinking maybe on Fridays I play a fighting game or something like that. Maybe on Wednesdays is WoW or something. I don't know. I'm still spitballing things. But yes, Jordan is a Bear. All the things, twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. If you want to, you don't have to. But if you do, please stick around and watch so I can get affiliate status.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but do it anyway because we got to get your bear here on affiliate status. He's so close. So close.
Yeah.
So very close.
Leland.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You continue to put out the artwork. Where do people find your beautiful colors?
If you want to find my art, it's on Leland Pierce Art at Instagram and the Facebook. Is March done by now? Yeah, March is done. So no more robots. I'm tired of drawing robots. So
Almost.
No.
yeah, so much.
I think this is the last episode, and maybe a couple days after this will be the end of March. So you got a little hint for what April's going to be?
No, it's called break time.
Next week is still March, guys.
Yeah, but only for a handful of days.
Yeah.
Wednesday is the 31st of March.
Yeah,
well, I've stopped drawing robots for about a week, so in the future we're caught up. I'm just
Yeah.
No, I got to get ready for Mermaid, bro.
Mermaid.
So April's going to be pretty slow.
Yeah, probably.
So are you gonna draw me as female Ariel?
I am.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure there's a
All of-
day in there that I haven't thought of yet. So
All of us as mer people.
Oh, that's fine. Do I get my otters?
Is there an otter person? I don't even know what that would look
I'm
like.
gonna be a mermaid and I want otters.
Or just
she wants an otter skin.
Okay,
one
I thought-
otter
No,
is
I don't
covering her
want an
boobs.
otter skin. I want
Two
an
otter
otter.
faces.
It'll be an
I
aerial
don't want
shot.
an otter skin on me.
Like you're looking
She
down
wants
at
an
her.
otter tube top.
Yeah.
What? No.
Just
Like, so-
like an otter class biting onto its
Otters
own
are
butt.
holding my boob shells.
Or an otter is just blocking your
The Janet
boobs.
Jackson cover of Rolling Stones.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. The way she said it, my first thought was like Steph up top, Otter down bottom. I was like, oh, I don't even know what that would look like. That'd be weird.
And yes, Shane,
know.
Steph wants an otter to spit on her. It's what she's into.
Ooh.
Who said this? Who's making up these things? I don't understand.
Making
I
up.
never agreed to any of this.
Look, Steph, we don't kink shame here. If that's what you're into, that's what you're
No,
into.
yeah,
I'm
it's cool.
I'm
Please-
confused
Dream.
as what I'm.
Please
I-
send
I'm-
all of your otter pics spitting to Stephanoids on
What?
Twitter, Instagram.
Jesus Christ.
You know, now the show got good. It's like-
I'm glad you.
Like,
Glad
what are
you
you
finally into
talking about?
It's her favorite things to look at before she goes to sleep every night. Oh my god, this otter's spitting. I wish it was on me. Steph, what are your social medias?
My social medias are Instagram and Twitter at Stephanoids. STEPHNOIDS.
She
No,
forgot the
it's
UH.
Wait, no, STEPHUHNOIDS. That's why I didn't sound right.
no, it's at Sergeant Steph likes otter spit.
That's
No.
that's her burner. That's her burner account.
No, I don't like
That's just
it.
her porn account. She don't want those emails coming to her normal inboxes.
She's the #1 poster on r/otter spit.
No, she's a member of Otter Fans.
I like that one. That's cute.
Look, I was
Damn
just
it.
getting there. I was getting there before Steven did.
Otter fans.
Fuck, and we still have to say goodbye. I wish that was the last thing we said. Shit.
Bye.
If you want to handle my hot pot, find me at nope, I'm at Spooky the 13th on the Instagram and the Twitter.
You're
Otter
hot
So
fans.
until next week, I'm Anthony, and
Jordan.
all
I'm Leland.
right, sure, yeah, we'll do it that way.
I'm Steph. Bye.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Oh
Otter
well, I
spit
didn't
on
have to
Steph.
wave bye. I was just saying bye because we're
There's
stopping.
people in the who are watching that you can wave to.
I know that. I know that.
They're still there
Yeah, they can see you still.
and hear you.
Are you sure? Oh, you know what I really don't like watching right now that's supposedly trending, and I don't know who else has been seeing it.
Non-otter porn.
I don't care for the bunny ear challenge.
What is the
What?
bunny ear challenge?
So, like, a
that?
girl will like.
let me end my
flat-
recording and then we'll.
Okay, hold on.
No, everyone turn
like-
it back on.
Too late.
Hold on,
Already
where are we at?
Exporting.
203?
204.
203?
Four.
204?
Yeah.
Hold on. So the bunny, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if people are into it, that's good for you. Basically, if you want to check out a girl's butt, she'll post it when she does the bunny ear challenge. But
But how is this any
basically-
different than normal Instagram?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a challenge that's trending right now. So a
What's
girl will
the
lay down on
challenge,
her
though?
stomach, and you'll just
Mhm.
see her head. So it's like this, and her feet are like she's laying flat. So she pops her feet up, so it's like this, and her feet kind of just make little
Bunny
ears.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
after that, she pushes her butt up so that you just see the cheeks, like right in this background.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
seeing it.
All right.
What-
I don't know. It's called the bunny ear challenge. I've been seeing people do it. Well, there you
I
go,
have-
Steven. It's like the third or fourth one I saw scrolling Instagram.
I hate this so much.
Wait, is it Instagram or is it a TikTok thing?
TikTok.
all
Instagram,
of it.
TikTok,
It's like
it's all
all of it.
over. It's a new trend. I don't care for it.
Well, thank God Easter's only 2 weeks away and we won't have to look at it past that.
Yeah, it's just this new thing that's going on.
Bunny ear challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to After Hours.
Go ahead.
I get curious why these things take off.
Like just these little challenges.
Like there's no rules to what
Oh,
a challenge
God.
is.
Yeah, that's
There's-
what I
there's-
mean. Like
There's no level of like it needs to be so sophisticated to challenge other people to do it. And I would bet money, like, if you said challenge, then I don't know, like maybe people would think you're full of yourself that you can just create a challenge or something. I don't maybe. But
I don't know.
I find it weird what very basic and unchallenging some of these things are.
The challenges are literally just for girls to show off their assets. That's literally all the challenges are for. That's it.
But I have to assume there's a male version.
Or guys don't, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Fair.
Yeah.
Do we not?
Blinking in the
do we
cinnamon
not
challenge.
remember
Mhm.
the
I remember
the whatever the fuck it was?
Oh,
the
the
pushing away?
story.
Yeah, the love story
that-
challenge.
Yeah, love story.
Yes. Yeah.
At least that takes like some coordination, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's one I saw yesterday from a cosplayer that I knew back when I was like more in the circuit down here. And she just kind of like she joins in with two others and they just swing their hips. That's it. That's all that's happening.
Yeah. The women can only swing their hips. The dudes, it's a different.
For what challenge
A
is this?
circle?
No, it's more of a floppy thing.
So
Yeah.
less of a helicopter, more like a
It's a no underwear floppy
Broken
dance
rudder.
is what happens. Yeah.
Broken rudder. What is that challenge called, Leland?
I don't know.
Just know you like it.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Dude, that's
there's
like
some,
6 months ago. There's been so many other challenges since then. Like,
There's
You don't
Like
need to
this-
tell me what it is. I know art when I see art.
yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes I'll see challenges and I'll be like, huh, I wonder if I could do that. And then it's like, oh, I guess I could do that. Like, there was
welcome
this lady-
welcome to the
talking
stream
about how
chat.
good Leland looks.
Well,
Yeah,
we don't
there was
have to,
one-
It's fine.
Where a lady got like a Coke can and she just put it on her under boob to see if it can hold. And I was like, I wonder if I could do that. So I did. And I was like, well, look what you know. I can hold a can under my boob.
Now you know you could smuggle sodas into a movie theater when they open again.
Yeah, but even if I did do that, you know how fucking loud that is to open it up? They know exactly what I'm drinking. Well, they don't know exactly what I'm drinking, but they know I'm drinking something from a can. That like,
That's why you got to get one of them flask bras that I learned about just last week.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's true. Get yourself a flask, hide it under there. Boom.
No. The bra is the flask.
oh, does it have like a little straw?
Yeah.
Or like a little-
Think of essentially
Oh.
a camel pack water bra.
Oh,
I learned
seen the
about this
little-
just last week. Thanks, Jen.
I've seen the little bangle bracelets that have like a little knob where you can pour your drink out into a cup.
So that
Oh, that-
mean- so
that
like
seems like nothing.
yeah.
Good.
Also, if you have the flask bra, wouldn't that mean like if you have friends, it just looks like they're just
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that like warm the liquid up?
Also, yeah, probably.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
doesn't
you know,
work.
It's
Put
just like
sake
that
in there.
peachy- It's just like
But-
that peaches
Ooh,
song.
no.
What people song?
What, hot sake
Peaches.
stuff?
Oh, peaches.
You don't like hot
Okay,
sake stuff?
Okay, bomb. It has this like, maybe I haven't had good sake, but I feel like it kind of tastes like soy sauce.
No, then you've had shit ass.
Yeah,
sake.
you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
terrible
well then that's
sake.
why.
Yo, Tajima, around the corner here,
Yeah.
they've got a sake mule now.
Oh.
It's a Tokyo mule.
Yeah.
It was
okay.
pretty good. It was pretty good. I was suspicious if they'd make that work, but I was into it.
They used to have
Sounds good.
Tokyo tea. That's like that super like lime electric looking drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like an adios.
It's made with. I forgot what it's made with.
If it's like an adios, then it's most everything.
You know, it's a
last time
super
I had
girly
s-
drink I love. Oh, go ahead.
The last time I had sake, me and Mike, Anthony knows who I'm talking about when I say Mike. We went and got real liquored up on it. And then we walked around the Cost Plus at the Burbank Mall, and we both dropped like $100 on shit we didn't need. Like,
That sounds great, though.
I mean,
That
it
sounds
was
like a great
wild.
time,
Like,
yeah.
it was.
It sounds like a fun time.
And $100 in that store will go a long way. So
Yeah.
like, it was Christmas time, so it was just like, oh well, everybody needs a Yule log chocolate.
How
So
how
it was
many
like-
how many foreign candies and candles did you buy?
So many.
I will say,
Oh.
I also that's one thing I really missed since this pandemic started. Walking around in public drunk.
I mean, you
Really?
still can.
Yeah.
That's a thing like you enjoyed to do before?
In Vegas, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. When I find
Um,
out stuff like that, it makes me not want to go to Vegas with you.
What?
What does that mean?
Because I
Oh,
don't.
that he walks around drunk.
I don't like to be around drunk people that much. I want to have a good
Then
time.
you
I
don't
have
want to go to Vegas.
No, I
We're
have.
still gonna do an LORC goes to Vegas and have our food adventure
Yes,
we
and
will.
Absolutely.
check out
Yeah.
stuff. That's still gonna be really
Yeah,
fun.
where are we going to stay? Because I have a feeling that Jordan likes to high roll, and me and Anthony are more like low roll. So
Hey, I'm like in the middle. I like a good place, but I also want it pocket friendly. You know?
My
I don't know
my
what
rent's
that
going up,
means.
y'all. I can't afford shit like I can right now.
Cheap.
What does
Cheap.
pocket friendly mean?
Cheap.
I don't know. I just cheap.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
never heard that term.
No, Seth
Me
just made it
neither.
up.
I just said
Oh,
it right now.
Check.
No
All
one
right.
says that except I.
You heard a creation of a phrase.
Yes,
I was
pocket
like, what
friendly
does
is
that
now a new
mean?
phrase.
Yeah.
In 1 month,
Look.
all the kids will be saying it.
Look, Anthony, I'm good with sharing a room with you somewhere remotely cheap, but I ain't doing no circus shit.
That's fine.
All
That's
right, 'cause
fine.
I've done that
Excalibur
once.
it
It was
is.
gross.
There's
Ooh,
the
I'll stay-
Tuscany.
I will stay at the Excalibur in a fucking heartbeat. That's D&D world. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I would absolutely run a D&D session in an Excalibur hotel room.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I guess I
I'm
just
all for
worry,
that.
Jordan, that you're going to get so drunk that you're going to touch someone or you're going to drop off into the traffic. I don't want to see you die. I guess
No.
I'm just worried about that.
Oh,
That's all.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
If
Like
I'm not
someone's
at home,
gonna-
I don't get blackout.
Like someone's
Yeah.
going to hand you some
Walk around
porn.
with a yard of
This is where we're
daiquiri.
going.
No, we're fine. Like
Yeah, no. I'm not like that. No.
we've gone out with friends like drunk and going around. It just seems like okay. It's real fun. Not everything seems like a good idea. I mean, we've been pretty good on like, yeah, let's not go on that bus to take us to some really far away strip club, and they're only gonna pay to get like they're gonna bring us there. We have no clue how we're gonna get back. We don't want to go with you guys because that's actually happened. Where me and Jordan were walking with our
rich.
friends, and then our friends started getting huddled into a van to go to a strip
Oh
club,
no.
and
Yeah.
That's
we were just like, yeah, we don't want to go. Like, we're cool with just walking the strip. And they're like, you guys, weren't you coming? And I was like, I'm not gonna go in there to try to figure out my way back. Like,
Yeah.
that's like
they were
brazen,
gonna take us to. They're gonna take us to like a fucking
the bunny ranch.
No, they're taking us to Penthouse,
yeah, like
which is
somewhere
off the strip and very far from where we
Yeah, I
were.
was like, dude,
That's like
no, I'm
brazen
not
white
going
slavery.
here.
You can't just grab people off the street.
Yeah, they're like, come on, we're having a party in here, and I was like, no, I'm good.
It's like, no,
gonna
I'm
just keep
walking.
walking.
I'm having
Yeah.
fun right
Yeah.
here.
Who's taking
I'm
me
gonna just
home?
walk. It's fine. I could people watch. We could go wherever.
Oh,
No.
Vegas
go
is the
quickly in a
best
regular
place to
strip joint.
people watch. Oh,
Yep,
love
yep.
people watching. Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
good times.
Just hanging out at the Bellagio fountain.
Oh.
Mhm.
All you gotta do, we eat a bunch of food, we each buy a yardstick, and that's all we drink for the rest of the day.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
They got some fun
mean,
ones. You could walk around
like
with a
the next
giant
meal or
guitar
something.
or an
Yeah,
Eiffel
yeah.
Tower.
Like
We do
you'll-
go to Fremont though. We
That
do go to
Tuesdays.
Fremont at
Yes.
night.
Yes,
I have
absolutely.
never been there because I have just always heard it so sketchy and gross that I've chosen not to go.
It
It's not
depends on
Skid
when you
Row.
go and who you're with. Because
if-
there are
If it's
sometimes
3 o'clock
you
in the morning,
shouldn't
then yeah.
yeah, there are times where you shouldn't be in that area, but when you're there at like 7 or 8, that's fine.
It's a
We'll
good
leave
time.
at midnight
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
ish.
We go back to the strip at midnight.
there's this nice area that I forgot what the name of it
I'm
was
fucking nearly
called,
40.
but
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's they
Me and
basically
Anthony, we know where
use,
we're going
like,
at midnight.
Yeah.
what do you call those? Those like metal
We got Brittany to see
metal
tomorrow.
cargo.
What are we seeing tomorrow?
Brittany.
Oh,
Shoot, I'd be down.
look, I'd go, but we all know she just walks on stage with a boombox and hits play, right? Like, there's not like she's gonna actually sing.
She is still very much a performer.
Yeah.
You watch that documentary on Hulu.
No.
Like,
I'm not saying. I didn't say performing. I said singing.
Oh.
she
Yeah.
has a great
Is she
singing
going
voice.
on stage?
Yeah.
She does. Again, watch that documentary on Hulu. Like,
You know, you guys go
Free
see
Britney.
Anthony. You and me. Let's go see the Gary Newman show.
Who's Gary Newman again?
he's the guy
You
that
don't
makes
know
the
him. You're good.
sauces.
Oh, Newman's Own or Newman's One?
No, that's
Newman's
incorrect
own?
information, Steph. Don't listen to Jordan. That guy's dead.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is Newman?
I don't know who Gary Newman is either, actually.
Motherfucker, yes, you do.
All right, well, I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. How about Duran Duran? You want to go to see Duran Duran?
Oh, yeah, I'd see.
All right,
if it's-
there we go. So go
Is
see
it Duran Duran or is it just like a show with their music?
No, I believe they sometimes are in residency in Vegas.
All right, yeah, I'm down for that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know who this guy is.
You know,
Get to the
everybody
fun.
in chat, you're all invited to Vegas too. Let's have a great
Hell
day.
yeah, we're all going.
Yeah. We could
It's an
do that.
LORC
That's really fun.
VIP trip.
Yeah, except there's no VIPs, and we're not going to eat steak off anybody. So
Yeah,
you know.
well, yes, it's a trip,
Hey,
but
don't-
everyone, you all
don't
have to
take
pay
anything
for
off the
yourselves and find your own hotels.
Yeah.
VIP is in you get to come with us.
Yeah.
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 If we're gonna make it a tax write-off, we need to like kind of advertise it in a particular way.
Now
Yes,
here's the
we're
real
a
question.
pocket-friendly podcast.
Wait, here's the real question: who flies in and who drives?
Well, clearly
Wow.
Steven has to fly in.
Well,
I'm
Steven
gonna
would fly in.
I would fly in.
I would
definitely
fly in as well.
Yeah.
I would
For
fly
how
in.
cheap I've heard it is, I'd probably fly in.
No
Yeah.
shit, really?
This is real, guys. It's happening.
Yeah, it can be. I've heard some people fly in for like what, 50, 60 bucks?
Yeah, like 50,
Yeah.
50.
Hell yeah, dude! It's like 45 minutes. By the time that lady gives you your drink, you're landing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fly. I mean, it's going to cost twice as much as that in gas.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
you
of
don't
course
have the
fly.
tool of like being, exhausted from the drive.
And
So
you
it's
just
just
sleep on
nice
the plane. Take a nice
Yeah.
little
That
nap.
drive sucks, man. That
Yeah.
last 2 hours when it turns into like a 2-lane road, you're like,
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
There's
I
nothing
live in
out
modern
there.
Traffic,
Why is there not more lanes?
Yeah, and there's still traffic.
big
Yeah.
curve turn. Once you
Ah,
get that
yeah.
big turn, I'm just like, man, I hate it. I hate that.
Yeah, once you make it to the
Yeah,
world's
same
largest
thing.
thermometer and the bun boy, you're just kind of like, I'm done.
Nothing much.
Where else- Oh, we can go to the what is it? The 6 magic things again.
Magic Mountains,
Yeah, 6 magic mountains.
which it's just an art piece with like a bunch of colorful rocks stacked on top of each
Yeah.
other.
Okay, I was like,
We're
I didn't-
definitely going to see a magic show, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're definitely
be
seeing a
fun.
magic show.
Anthony, we don't have the money for that. That shit ain't cheap.
I will skip Duran Duran to see a magic show.
All right, I probably would too.
I've
But
never
who?
seen a magic
I'm all
show.
about Penn and Teller.
I would like to see
Who's
Penn and Teller, but I don't know about paying money to see demons. So,
I don't know what that means.
Chris Demon.
people who they hold one thing and it disappears in prison this time, they're demons. That's demon magic.
Okay. I thought
worship
there was
Satan.
I thought there was a new show called Demons that you weren't interested in. Kind of like it was like a Thunder from Down Under kind of situation. I wasn't sure.
Oh.
Chris Angel presents Personal Demons.
Gotcha.
Tell me that does not sound exactly like a show he would do.
It does sound like a show, but it's really just 90 minutes of him just holding a mirror up to the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, God. A
I'll,
Circus
dude,
Soleil
I'll pay
demon.
100. I'll pay up to
Can you
$100
imagine that?
for a fucking Circus Soleil show, man.
I would love to see a search. I would like to
I
see a
would
show
love to.
period in Vegas.
Yeah.
I've never seen a show in Vegas.
Yeah, I've never seen
Either
it.
have I.
Looks
Magic
fun.
show, Circus Soleil, music.
Britney Spears. Yeah.
See, you
That's
can't
my
see Britney
hierarchy.
Spears and music in the same way.
Yeah.
She's playing the music.
Sure, she is. Just like I do when I shower and she comes on the iPod. It's like,
But you don't dance like her.
You're right, I don't.
You don't put on a performance like she do.
Oh, I put on a performance.
Quit comparing yourself to Brittany.
I mean, I'm almost as fat as she is. Ooh.
She's not even fat. What are you talking about?
I was like,
Look at Leland being a sassy bitch
I
now.
will not stand for this hate on Britney Spears.
I'm just remembering her blackout. That's all.
oh, yeah.
Again, watch the
Watch the
documentary.
documentary. If you're on like a whole documentary kick, yeah, that one's really
Free
good.
Britney.
The Paris Hilton one's good.
Paris Hilton one, I'm still watching. I need to finish that. That's on YouTube if you ever want to watch
Yes.
Nah, we did watch the Go-Go's documentary the other night. They took all the drugs.
that. Oh God.
No, I mean, you don't know. All the drugs from the 80s went through those 5 ladies. It was
Oh my God.
unbelievable.
They were punk girls who they tried to clean up, put out in front, gave a bunch of money. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it was-
they were still punk girls.
Yeah, it's a great documentary. You should totally watch
Yeah.
it. But I mean, I knew they did drugs, but I didn't know that like they outdid Motley
They did
Crue. Like I
Tony
didn't know.
Montoya level drugs.
Yeah,
Oh
like, he was-
God.
damn. It's like-
Are they still around?
oh, all of them are still alive. Yeah.
The drugs
We
keep
got
them
the
alive.
beat. We got the beat. We
Yeah.
got the beat.
Oh, that's the people. Okay. I don't know them by their. Okay.
We've also been watching a lot of really bad 70s westerns. We watched one the other night called The High Plains Drifter, where Clint Eastwood rolls into town as like the spirit of vengeance and just rapes a woman in the first 15 minutes. It was really crazy.
Is he
Yeah.
the drifter?
He is the drifter and also supposed to be the hero you're like supporting. And I'm like, he raped a woman. I can't support that as a hero. It's like,
Yeah. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Off.
was really not a great movie. I
Yeah.
did not prefer that.
That's intense.
Yeah, it was. The whole time I was like, me and Scott were like, is he doing what I think he's gonna do? Oh no, yeah, he is. Yep. Nope.
Wow.
Yep.
I started watching a docu-series, a miniseries on HBO. It's about QAnon.
Ooh.
And everyone
I've seen that.
and everyone involved in all of that is it looks exactly how you think they look.
Of course they do. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It's popping up on my Hulu, trying to get me to watch, and
It's good.
I
It's,
mean,
it's
you
a
ain't
good
gonna get
documentary.
me.
I'm not
enjoy
ready
it.
yet. I think
Yeah.
it's still too raw.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, it mostly takes place in 2018, like talking about where it started and how it became
Mm-hmm.
what it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, it's talking all
I'm-
about 4chan and 8chan and all that stuff.
I'm back on. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Oh, dude, Danmachi's so good. I need to watch season 3 still, though. It's an anime.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
almost at the end of
I
season
thought-
2 now.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a documentary. I was like, did they do another Jeffrey Epstein documentary and I missed it?
Jesus Christ.
Because that first one was really good. I don't know if they could improve on the story.
I will say season 2 is good, but nothing matches the hype when Belle is fighting the Minotaur for the first time.
Mhm.
And he just
Yeah.
firebolts the shit out of it at point blank range.
Season 2 has been okay.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of cool, like expanding the familia and the gods, and
Yeah.
like using actual god names and like kind of sort of what their historical representation is, but like just a little is it's cute.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm at this point, I'm kind of over the rest of season 2. Whatever happens. But I'm
Yeah.
curious to see what season 3 is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 3, I have only seen the trailer for it. Do you want me to tell you like what the
Nah.
premise is? Okay.
Nah.
But yeah,
Listen,
like-
if I get to season 3 and it's not dubbed, I'm not gonna watch it, and then I won't find out until season 5 is out. Just like where I am now.
that's fair. Yeah, I was waiting for the run to be over so I could just binge it all in one night. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm waiting for. I think it is done now, so I need to get on that. And I need to really start watching Horimiya some more, which is slice of life stuff and all about that.
I watched
Steven
Attack
knows
on
what's up.
Titan up until it wasn't dubbed, so get off my nuts.
Yeah, I watched Attack on Titan episode 12 where Aaron returned. I fucking hated the show. But I know I need to get back to it.
Just say.
I read Steven's comment as there's 3 horny Mia shows.
He's not wrong.
I don't. I don't know what that
This
means.
quarantine's been tough on all of us.
Horimiya is a anime. It's an anime about a girl who is like, she's like super popular and super smart and everything, but in her out of school life, she's just a homebody who just wants to
I appreciate that my
telemarketer.
phone tells me
Wow.
when telemarketers are calling.
Yeah, mine's just robocalls.
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
just says scam
Mine's just
likely.
Spam
spam.
risk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's just spam.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the last couple things I've watched was just documentaries.
Yep.
The Bikram hot yoga one on Netflix. And
That one
Oh,
looks crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's
Dude.
good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Well, there's like one of the parts that got me was I was just like, this fool would just like have people do like a position and then decide that he was just gonna stand on them because their hips can support his weight. And I was like, I don't think you should just be standing on people like that.
But she was able to take it. All right.
No, I know she was able to take it, but it was just interesting because I was like, dude, what the heck?
Oh
Yeah,
that's
Leland,
right.
maybe you should watch that one.
Kong
It's
versus Godzilla's next week. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Something else is coming out real soon too, I think. It's
Mm,
I want to say Mortal Kombat, but I don't think it's that soon.
I think
It
it's
might be something
that's-
before that.
That's a couple
Yeah.
months from now. Also, we didn't talk about Snyder Cut at all.
I mean,
I think it's for the best. Give people a chance. It is fucking long.
It is.
I mean,
Oh, we had a great time. Or the friends I watched it with, we just took soju shots and it was great. We had a really fun time. Yeah, that was fun.
That's what that is.
I enjoyed the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I did too. I laughed
Yeah.
a lot.
there was
Well,
nothing
I
funny.
laughed a
I
lot.
found
There
that
was one
very
part that my
interesting.
roommates just I couldn't look I can't look at Superman any other way now. But when like even in the first one, there's a part where like Superman, you know how like Superman he basically just looks like his chest is just pushed out super hard where it almost looks like it's just like I guess filled with air to the point that that's actually what's holding his body up into the air. He just looks like he has a
It
big
looks
giant
like it's
chest
trying to leap off of him because his chest is trying to get it from the back.
What's his
Or
trying
because
to
his back's trying to get it from behind.
That's
It's
all
Um,
muscle.
really-
That's
I'd
all
like to
Henry
point
Cavill's
out-
muscles.
know.
As
We did
someone
not stop
who's-
laughing. It just looked like balloons.
As someone who stood next to
Here it
that
comes.
man
Yeah.
within 2 to 3 feet, that is all him.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, like
He's floating.
that man is a specimen.
Yeah, and everything he was wearing was like a size 2 tight, and you're just kind of like, nah, you did that on purpose.
Yes.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
It's like he could fit in an extra large and look fine, but he was like, nah, medium.
like he put all that work on that body. He's like, I'm gonna show it.
No, and good for him, as he should. Like,
Not a
you know.
single button wasn't stressed.
It really was. And he was wearing one of the, what do you call a Hennessy? No,
Henley.
Henley, not the
Mm.
drink. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that top button man was just like, I was like, you just want to break out. Like,
He was having a Spider-Man moment on Superman's chest. He's like, ah!
Yeah, there was just so many parts. And I know I was like messaging Jordan throughout watching because I had so many questions. I was like,
You weren't
Watch
asking
movie.
your two comic nerds?
Yeah.
well, I mean, like I had one question, and it happened in the original movie, but I just always thought Amazonians were super strong.
they are.
They are.
Then why didn't they lift the horse off her while the horse fell on her? Like, why was the
No, no,
horse still on her?
In
She was
Snyder's
dead.
in Snyder's universe, Amazons are not super strong. It's just Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's
too.
a Snyder story moment.
Yeah.
But I just like you see all these moments where they just look super strong. Like there's the part where like, you know, you see them with the big hammers and they're hitting the stuff.
Yeah, and they're exploding tree trunks.
yeah, you know they're strong as hell. And I was like, you couldn't pick up this horse laying on somebody? Like,
well, no,
Horse
Persephone-
was dead. She was still gonna die.
Plus,
Yeah.
those people were those Amazons. They were built for destroying those pillars. That's all they
Fuck, those
did.
chicks were ripped.
They just
Holy
stood
shit.
in that tunnel. Did you see
That
their
was their
abs
one
and
job.
shit? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's
That was
another
their
thing
one
too.
job.
Someone pointed out they were able to hold up the brick door, and you weren't able to move a
Let's not
horse.
give away too much. We
That-
don't know who hasn't seen it.
That's
Okay.
in the original cut.
That's in the original, though. I've been picking, choosing
That's
my
true.
stuff. Yeah.
All right, that
again,
is true.
All those Amazons in the tunnel. That's their one job. You know, let's watch this box. You guys just hold the hammers to break these pillars. You two get ready to hold the door. That's it.
That's what I just had questions. I wasn't sure. I just had little questions.
Those
I
Amazons
got-
needed otter spit to pick up the horse.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just choosing to move on. What I find very funny is every time a new like comic book movie like this or like Marvel drops a show or something,
Yeah.
the next day I am inundated with tons of text from like not you guys, like from the
Yeah.
Dawn group.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I got the weirdest text from Dawn and his son on like Saturday about Falcon and Winter Soldier. And they were like, we have so many questions. And my response was like, how?
Yeah.
It was the most straightforward
No.
of shows. Like,
Yeah.
if your question is, are there Avengers left in this universe? That is a solid question that I cannot answer. But they didn't even bother responding with questions because I think my response was like, well, we better not ask anything.
Really, the question you should ask after watching Winter Soldier and Falcon is why Winter Soldier is affording his like New York, apartment and all that, which looks pretty nice, white, and Falcon is like struggling to keep his family business afloat. Black.
Is that
I mean,
really?
it's-
Yeah.
They're both Avengers. Shouldn't they both be getting equal money?
Well, that is what the question was. At the time, they were actually, never of them were Avengers.
Yeah.
Because they were in jail or in a coma when Tony Stark officially began paying people.
Yep.
So
Well, then who's paying for Winter Soldier's New York apartment?
I assumed he
'Cause he is
moved in a
definitely in
capsule
Brooklyn.
place.
So who's paying for Capsule Place? Cap dead.
I don't know. I figured Cap just paid for the fucker. I don't know. Also, white.
Can't help out his buddy Falcon.
They haven't met each other yet.
You don't like him?
No, Steve. Steve
Oh.
can't help out his buddy Falcon.
He did.
No,
He's
he's
gonna pay for
old.
Bucky's place. I'm gonna
He
say
dead or
this got
old, we
pointed
don't
out to
know.
me. This got pointed out to me like right away, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, yeah, you wrote it that way.
Yeah.
You wrote the black family is financially struggling, and the white person is struggling with his
Demons.
repressed emotions.
Yep.
Like, huh?
This is America.
That's a choice. All right.
I did watch something where they talked about it, and they wrote it that way on purpose because they want to shed spotlights on stuff.
Which is entirely possible. Yeah, we saw a little bit of what is clearly a larger narrative.
Yeah.
And it is a very relevant story.
It is. It is.
That too.
And what I do like about their story is that it is very related to the consequences of the blip, which I have a lot of curiosity and interest in.
Yeah.
So I really want to know, like, when the blip happens, how do people keep from just falling apart? When everyone comes back, how do you stop it again after maybe barely even kind of recovering from when they left to like being back again? Like there's so much crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's what bugged me about Spider-Man Far From Home is they treated the blip like a joke.
Oh yeah.
Like when
No,
it
but-
came back,
yep.
they're like, "Oh, I popped up. They thought I was a ghost." Tee hee hee. I was like, "No, man." So when WandaVision addressed it a little bit, I was like,
Yeah.
I think that's legit.
That's
question.
my
Yeah.
favorite episode of that show.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a
is-
great show.
Is
Oh, I finally started watching.
Monica's episode.
You finally started watching WandaVision?
Yeah, I'm on episode 3.
You're
Did you
almost at my favorite episode.
Did you
No.
finish episode 3?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I just remember
Well,
seeing something happen, and then I was
Say-
just
say
like,
that
why
LoRC
is that
spoilers
happening?
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
But I just always think it's funny. Like the Dawn crew, instantly I get inundated with questions. Like the Snyder Cut questions, I ran out of time to answer all of them because they were just like, why is this? What is this? I was like, guys, the internet, please.
What's a
Yeah.
Steppenwolf? I still don't know.
Ooh,
Doesn't matter.
I broke Don's brain the other day when he was like, "What does Steppenwolf look like in the comics?" I was like Errol Flynn, and he goes, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, he's a little white dude with like no pupils and a mustache. Like, it's like he
does
stupid
not
hat
look
and mask."
like that magnetic paperclip holder.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Are you
like
looking
a
this
good
up right
amount
now?
I liked a good amount of the Snyder Cut, but I do not like Steppenwolf's different costume. I would take Whedon's. They're both not great.
I
But
prefer the
I
new
would-
one.
I like the
I
new
would
one.
take Whedon's.
Yeah.
I felt it was a lot cooler, especially
Why,
just because it's
though?
reactive and whatnot.
Explain to me why.
Because
Why
it's
what?
metal.
Why is it? Why is it?
No. Because it's metal.
Oh,
That's it.
he's
That's
in like a
Why is
little
Zack
green
Snyder's
outfit.
thing right there. It's metal. You don't need to question it.
But it's like
What
it's
I
moving
got
for no reason.
Okay, we'll end on this because of spoiler situation. But you know what scene drove me to want to stab myself in the eyes? When I had to hear not Bjork sing for 10 fucking minutes. Like those Icelandic chicks, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
It was
Oh my
weird.
god. And then she started sniffing the sweater. I was like, what is happening?
I don't
Yeah, it
know
was-
why,
it
but
was
it was
nice.
so
Weird scene.
obvious, and I was. That's
yeah,
where I
you
thought
saw
my
it
mind
coming.
was going.
Oh yeah.
But I
No,
wasn't
don't do it.
sure.
Don't do it.
And then when it happened, I was like, "Why?"
Like when she picked it up, you were like, mm,
Yeah.
mm. And I'm like, you know what smells like fish? Put that shit down.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's got to be gross.
like-
Oh,
Also, he
man.
always gets in the ocean with shoes on. I'm like, so do you kick him off later? Like,
Also, he keeps on putting on shirts just to rip them off later. Like,
Yes.
just don't wear a shirt.
That whole town has to pick up after him. He just throws clothes and shit on the ground, like he's breaking glass on the jetty where
Yeah.
people walk.
yeah,
I just-
definitely. You just littered in the sea.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
that is your home.
I just I think his eyes are a little too intense sometimes. That it's just
Oh, the
too
color
much.
of contact they chose.
Yeah.
I did enjoy
Yeah.
that this time around. Yeah, that was new. So
Also-
was
No,
her
it's
English
the same.
accent.
Why? Why does she have an English accent?
The real
Yes,
question is
I
why is she
noticed
in the
that
movie?
too.
Let's be honest. She is so god awful. But
Yeah, it's also true.
like at the end, it was almost like she came up and she was like, "All right, we're gonna kill me, on me, mate."
It's okay, Snatch. This just
And the fact that they got to make the air bubble to talk.
which
Oh,
wasn't
so
a thing
stupid.
at all in the Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, no,
Oh.
James Wan said like the first thing he was got rid of was that stupid air bubble thing.
Yeah.
He's just like dumb.
Yeah, my roommates and me were talking about that because it just looks so
They're
silly. It was
aquatic
just like, what are they
Yeah,
doing?
they're
And it's like,
aquatic
oh,
people.
you can't
Oh.
conversate.
Oh, and by the
you
way,
can't have a conversation because
The
you
goddamn
need,
fish
you
people.
need this. You
Oh,
need
and-
this.
and by the way, some people call me the Martian Manhunter.
Oh no, they don't. No, they don't.
Like, why did you just say your name is John Johns? Like,
That's your
What?
name.
Yeah,
I
It
didn't even know
would've
who
been-
that was.
it was that.
he's
that
the
line,
Martian Manhunter, Steph.
I don't know. That means nothing to me. I have
That
no
line to me was
connection
almost as-
whatsoever.
That was almost as dumb for me as I want to be an apex predator. Like, I was just like, Jesus Christ, shit ain't for. It's just for me. Stop it. 'Cause-
The world needs you, Lois.
Did you love the 2020 reshoot where Ben Affleck literally looks like a different person because he's now sober and healthy and has no muscle?
Yeah, like he lost a lot of weight.
I was like, you couldn't put a long sleeve shirt with some padding to make it look like, I don't know, I fought Darkseid yesterday.
I also enjoy just how much, like he just doesn't give a fuck that he just met another alien.
Oh yeah, so he was just so collected. Just-
We should meet one.
Cool.
Whatever.
yeah.
all
You-
you
you
know
pretty
that in the
much-
original that original trailer they did where they showed the red cape kind of with Alfred and he kind of looked like, and I was like, oh, that's the scene I want. I want to see Henry Cavill talk to Jeremy Irons for like a good 3 minutes about life or something.
Yeah.
The scene was literally like a second long. I was so mad. I was like,
Oh, Master Kent.
you just
he
asked
said
where they
you'd be
went.
Here.
That's cool.
It's like,
I was like,
it's like Superman.
They went
you're
that
Superman.
way.
You were in space. You could have just saw them and just went there.
I forgot if I've already
very
mentioned this in conversation with. I don't know if we talked about it before Red Dead or what, but the part that made me laugh a lot was when they showed all the different areas that they were like keeping the boxes for safekeeping. And then it goes over to the fucking what do you call them?
The Atlanteans had the box leagues under the sea guarded by an octopus and a bunch of guards. The Amazons put it in a fortress with all these Amazons guarding it. The humans just dug a hole.
Yeah, that was like literally like not even 3 feet in the ground.
yes.
I was just like, homie, what are you doing?
And then when Cyborg hides the box in his own grave, it's another 2 feet.
Yes, another 2 feet. And I was like, are you kidding me? You had nowhere else to put this?
So fucking lazy.
But I mean, but it
Humans.
worked. It worked, right? Steppenwolf couldn't find the shit at all. Seems the one thing he's weak to is dirt. He can't sense his mother's box through dirt.
So stupid. I was like watching again and I was like, oh yeah, this did happen. And I was like, they're all standing there together staring at this hole that's so shallow.
Yeah. They mentioned in the movie, why didn't they ever come before?
Yeah.
And they never answered that. Like, there's Superman, and when Superman's there, they're like, no. And then when Superman's gone, they're like, yeah. But there's like centuries.
Yeah.
There's thousands of years where there was no Superman.
Yeah. And there's no lanterns. Yeah, because Darkseid killed the last lantern.
Like we understand Darkseid got stuff happens, but you waited thousands of years?
Yeah.
Thousands?
Also, how did they forget what planet it was?
Yeah, I was under the impression they just didn't know where things were.
But
like, they were there. It's not like a story lost in time.
Also,
the same people were there.
Also, why did Darkseid he arrives on Earth, slams the ground? Oh, cool. And then years later, Steppenwolf arrives, slams the ground in the same exact motion.
Well, supervillain pose.
Oh yeah. I didn't
turning
know.
the light switch back on.
You got to land and grab dirt. That's just kind of the bad guy stance, I guess. I couldn't handle any more of the ethereal Wonder Woman. Every time she was like, we get it. She's magic.
Did you have subtitles on?
Yes.
No, why?
Yes.
Because it says like something a lamentation song plays before Wonder Woman.
Oh my goodness.
Like every single time.
Oh, don't get me, Jen. This isn't hate. I actually really liked it, but it makes me laugh when I start to think about it.
I enjoyed it a lot. I had a great time.
Yeah, it's still not great. It is an improvement.
It's
I guess
leagues better than the movie we originally got.
All right, is it good enough to warrant all of this craziness to get to this point? To
Absolutely
get them
not.
to go back? Yeah. All right.
No. Absolutely.
That's what I'm on the fence about.
Yeah. I got real mad. I'm not going to spoil the epilogue, but it was just kind of like, so you spent a lot of extra money on an epilogue and a cliffhanger that he has verbally said, I have no interest in continuing this story. So you're like, then why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
Why did you waste time?
Was it a big fuck you for him to do this at all? Like we know what his version of the movie was, which is different from Whedon's.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the original version, he's still titled as director.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that comes out. He don't like it. He it's not like he chose to leave the movie. Like shit,
Yeah.
family died.
Yeah.
Like, so then everyone gets behind the idea of the Snyder Cut, and he's like, I'll make these fuckers spend more money and then just walk away.
Yeah. No.
Like, is it a fuck you to make Warner Brothers spend millions more, waste everyone's time? I'm sure he thinks it's pretty good, but he said before it came out he wasn't going to come back and do any more.
I mean, unless they back that truck up, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely would. He seems the
mean,
type to do it
yeah.
for money.
I mean,
Yeah,
and then
probably.
the other thing is maybe he wanted to disassociate his stuff from the
It
weed
serves-
monster so far away.
It can serve two
like,
monsters. It can
Yeah.
serve two masters.
So I mean, like,
Look, if Snyder does do anything more DC stuff, just give him a miniseries. He's not great at making movies. He has his
Not
ideas.
making miniseries
his,
either.
his ideas are way too big to be contained in a single movie. He needs a lot more time, as we saw in the Snyder Cut.
Could have been 3.
yeah, there's a tight 3-hour movie in there. But if you
Yeah.
look at it, this is how I looked at it, and me and Don were talking about this. It's not a superhero movie; it's a comic book movie. Like each part was like an issue,
Mhm.
and like,
Yeah.
and that's how I kind of justified a lot of the choices. Like, yeah, you would waste time in a comic book with this.
Yeah.
Too bad it's not a comic book, and I want to get done with Icelandic bitches singing.
Jen or anyone who maybe hasn't seen it, I would say it's worth seeing, but just don't try to do it all at once. Absolutely break it up to 2 or more viewings.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
took 2
I think the
days.
movie
Watch
is
the whole
better
thing.
for it.
Yeah.
I watched the whole goddamn thing. Nah, I just watched in two sittings.
Oh, I watched it straight. But it was fun. I got that movie experience that I said I've been craving to watch with friends and
Yeah.
just talk shit during it and be like, why the fuck is this person doing this or that? Or are you fucking kidding me? What's going on? It was great. I got that experience was great.
Did you see the news today? Who got cast as Shazam's bad guy in the next movie?
No.
No.
The Rock?
Dude, fucking Dame Helen Mirren is coming in as the bad guy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Who's Dane?
Who?
No, Helen Mirren, Steph.
Dame. She's been damed.
Crown lady?
Yeah. Well, she did play the queen and win an Oscar for it. Yes. But she's not on The Crown on Netflix, if that's what you're asking.
No, not
Dame
Helen
is-
Keller.
Wait, hold on,
Helen
Steph. You'll
Mirren.
know her as Jason Statham's mom in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Steph, Dame is the female version of Sir when
Sir.
you're knighted in England.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say Dane. And I was like, who's this man?
Dane Helen Mirren Cook.
Yeah, who's Dane?
Ew, gross. That's
Helen Mirren with the shocker.
Helen Mirren.
dare you.
All
So we're
right.
wrapping this up, right? That's
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Yep. The stream's over.
That's-
That's
I love how we judge when we're done by just the best joke. It
Thank you
feels
guys for
right.
hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for hanging out. We will be back again. We'll see you on the Discord. You're all
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we'll see you guys there.
Even I'm getting involved.
Oh.
Time.
Yeah. Check that out.
Well, Jordan
She-
told me I had to say something to get, like, I don't know, status or something. I was like,
I didn't know this. She plays Becky's inner monologue in Glee. I did
Yes.
not know
Yeah.
that was her voice. Oh,
Yeah, that's Helen Mirren, yeah.
I've always wondered whose voice that was. Okay. Interesting.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.